Yup. And hopefully that's working and you guys can hear me. I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah, I gotta do it. Be ready for Wednesday. Oh my god, you're freaking me out about this fucking job right now. Chill the fuck out. Oh, fucking shit. I'm not sure if this is actually streaming the correct way. I'm trying to look it up right now. Right now this isn't even live for you guys to see. It's only for me. Yeah, I'm basically talking no one until I make this public. Trying to see how the fuck I'm supposed to do that. Basically, it's anyone who has the link. So. Yep, here we go. Alright, well, I guess we'll go live then. Oh my god, it has been fucking forever. So I'm just kind of hanging out and chilling. Not really sure. Let's see if that works. I don't really have any topic for shit today. I'm just, like I said, I'm chilling. But feel free to jump in, say hi, hang out, listening to some music of mine. So today I actually got good news. So for the last 4 months, it's been a shit show on my end. I've been out of work.
The world's most shocking monster.
I've been out of work. I've just been kind of going to physical therapy. There was a car accident in October. And I was in physical therapy for about 4 or 5 months. During that time, I was hit with the person that hit me, they ran a red light and hit me on the driver's side and drove off the front of the car. So I've been going through therapy for all that. That's where when I found it was able to stop working in the car, so from that, I've been going through, as you guys know, I'm manic depressive. I've been going through like this really manic depression on top of the things that was already going on in my life with my ex, and still going on with my ex. I realized one of my videos came off very cryptic. I didn't want it to come off cryptic, but that's how it came off. The stuff that I'm going to court with does deal with my ex. So let me just elaborate on it by saying at least that much. I'm not going to go into detail on what it deals with. Nothing bad. It deals with the house and her and just money. It always comes down to money. Always comes down to money. So I'm trying to sort that part of my life out. I will be starting a new job. Shout out to my friend John watching. He's actually one of the big ones. That happening. You guys are wondering, probably also wondering why I'm not smoking. That's because I quit. I know. I quit smoking. When I had to apply for this job, I had to take a physical as required with most physical jobs. And I'll be dealing with chemicals and whatnot. Excuse me. So I had to take a physical, and everything was well, and the only thing they had an issue with was my lungs. Doctor said for my age, with the stethoscope, he heard some really bad wheezing in there, and asked me if I smoke, and I told him yeah. He asked how much I smoke, and I told him about two or three packs a day, and he was just like, "Holy shit, yeah, you need to stop. You need to stop now. If you stop now, there's a pretty good chance your body's going to recover, but if you don't, the sound of the wheezing in your lungs is only going to get worse, and it's not going to end well." So I had to stop smoking. I enjoy smoking, so I had to give that up. The only thing I have been doing, I got these Nicorette 2 milligram things. Like quit smoking now, whatever website. There's like 8 milligrams of nicotine in each cigarette, and I was smoking like 2 packs a day. 2 milligram little things. It's just, I've been irritable. I'm fucking irritable. And I started vaping, which actually isn't good for your lungs either, because it gives you popcorn lungs. I didn't know what the fuck popcorn lungs was. If you don't know what popcorn lungs is, look it up. Or actually, you know what? Let me look it up for you and tell you what it is. Okay, so popcorn lung. The signs and symptoms of a popcorn lung includes wheezing that is not related to any other health issues such as bronchitis or asthma. It's dry cough, shortness of breath, or difficulty breathing deeply, especially with physical activity unexplained. Unexplained exhaustion, rapid breathing, persistent skin, eye, mouth, or nose irritation if caused by a chemical. It's actually like it's the nickname popcorn lung. Popcorn lung is the nickname of bronchiolitis obliterating or something. Maybe I said that wrong. It actually damages your lungs' smallest airways and makes you cough and feel short breath. So, popcorn lung. Yeah. And that's from vaping. So, when I attempted to quit smoking, I switched to vaping, which is great. I thought it was great. It's not. It's actually not healthier for you. Vaping is not any healthier than cigarettes. Maybe not as much nicotine. Now I'm saying this now, and before I decided to quit smoking, I had spent money on cartridges, and that's what these are. Yeah, that's what this is. It's a cartridge that goes into a vape pen. You charge it, you slide it in there, and you puff on. I have been cheating a little with this, but I'm not vaping to the extent that I used to. This was the last cartridge. I'm not, and I realize it sounds like I'm making an excuse, but I don't like spending money, or not spending. I don't like wasting money. My ex knew that. She hated that about me. So if I'm buying something, I'm gonna fucking use it. Sorry for the language. So after this is gone, that's it. No more. It's strictly the Nicorette things, and probably a patch. I've been munching on celery. I think the crappy thing about quitting smoking is going to be driving when I start driving again, because I'm just used to driving, smoking on that cigarette. I know one of the hardest parts about not smoking is gaming right now. Waking up in the morning, having my cup of coffee with a cigarette is pretty hard. After dinner, I like that cigarette after dinner. That's hard. Oh God. Whenever I get to that part of my life, after sex cigarette, I'm getting stabbed. But I have to change a lot of things in my life, unfortunately, right now, because it's not. I'm not living a healthy lifestyle, if I'm being completely honest, and I really need to. And I know I say in a lot of my videos, I don't give a shit, whatever, just kill me or whatever, something like that. I'll say something stupid, very manic depressive, and I don't say kill me. That's horrible. But I just seem miserable in some of my live streams because of my current mindset, and I think it's just because I'm not living healthy. So I'd actually read somewhere, I forget where I read it, that man's castle, how a man treats his castle, and I need one of these, how a man treats his castle, his home, is a reflection of how that man treats himself. And when I read that, I looked at my house. And I was just like, wow, this place is a pigsty. I hadn't been cleaning up after myself. I was barely doing dishes, barely washing clothes. I was just waking up because 5 months of physical therapy, stuck at home, no car, just really bad depression, and I had to conquer. I had to snap out of that. Ty was coming over here. He's actually asked to come over a few times this week, but I told him I had to get my sleep schedule back in order because during those 4 to 5 months of physical therapy where I wasn't working on some leave of absence, it completely screwed up my sleep schedule to the point where I was going to bed at like 8 or 9 in the morning, if I even slept. And then I'd sleep all day and I'd be up all night. And then a friend of mine told me to just stay up all day, and I did that. And then it worked for about a day, and I was just right back to it. So yeah, good stuff. So I'm trying to get everything back in a healthy way. So I'm eating more fruit. I munched on friggin' celery all day yesterday, which I can't believe that. Cutting out red meats. Not completely. I'm not giving up my damn steaks. Okay? I love my steaks. But I am starting to eat more like turkey burgers. It's just horrible. No matter what you do to those things, it's just like there's no seasoning. Yeah, like I try to season it, and it just tastes like crap. It's horrible. Trying to eat more fruit, more vegetables. Trying to avoid red meat. I quit smoking. I'm starting to exercise more now. You guys know from the music that's playing. I've been working on more music and trying to write things out more emotionally and mentally, just kind of getting it out of my head. I realize I haven't done a video in about a week. I'm adjusting. I'm readjusting my sleep schedule, readjusting my life. I gutted out the whole house completely and rearranged some things. I cleaned everything. I had yet to scrub the walls down. Because apparently after you stop smoking, now the whole time I was smoking, I couldn't smell anything. It didn't smell like smoke to me. I guess I'm used to it. But apparently I started scrubbing down some of the walls. I was like, oh, wow. Did not realize that. Yeah, coached the walls and everything. I was taking pictures off, and it was like the circle, and I'm just like, oh, it's not good. So I scrubbed down all the walls and everything. So, I mean, it's I got to get used to it. I've had the windows open. I've been airing out the house. Candles, Febreze, I forget what it's called. It's like a wood smell. It's really good. It smells like Home Depot. Yeah. So I've had that up there, and it's just a matter of me sticking to my guns. My main concern is once I'm done puffing on this little fucker, how will I do? Am I gonna snap? Today I thought about buying a pack of cigarettes because this doesn't do shit. I don't even know why I still have it, other than the fact that I paid $5 for it, and I'm getting my $5 worth. But yeah, I start my new job Wednesday. I'll probably do a video by the end of the week. Something. Haven't decided what. I've been really trying to push this music thing. I really want you guys to kind of hear the stuff I make, and I know not everybody's gonna like it. I know you guys won't like it. But the point of the music is so that you can hear my thoughts and feelings. And if you listen close enough, you can basically feel my pain and kind of get a glimpse inside of my feelings and everything. Because I'm not one to talk about that kind of thing. There's a few videos that Ty wants me to check out. I believe Danny and Sierra, I believe they sent me some videos to check out. I haven't forgotten about you guys. I'm trying to readjust. Christine and Dave, hi. I haven't forgotten about you. Lorenzo, I haven't forgotten about you, dude. I think I just spoke to you the other day. Had a nice little conversation. A couple of things I do want to try to attempt to do is I want to try to talk to my community more, talk to you guys more. Whether that means make a, and one of my words is like one of my ideas was make a number for you guys to call in. We can have conversations every now and live on the stream. But the issue with that is some people are kind of shitty, and I don't need those people calling in live on stream just being shitty people. And I don't want to deal with that because the world is a pretty toxic place. Especially when you're sitting behind the safety of a computer. You sit there and just trash talk all you want because you think the other person on the other side doesn't exist, or you just want to be in the other. So, I mean, I got a couple ideas and plans that I'd like to do for the channel. I would like to do more original comedy skits. I have not forgot about Richard Dick Johnson, Dave. I just don't have anything planned for him. There's so many things that I want to do, so many ideas up in here. I haven't done them. So I kind of just got stuck in that rut. Ty has been helping me. Like I said, I'm out of it. I start work Wednesday. I quit smoking. lives. I'm making some life changes, and it's just a matter of getting me there mentally and making sure I kind of stick my guns. I would like to start going to the gym, so once my paychecks start rolling in, I'm probably going to start going to the gym more. I'm not in bad shape, but I'd like to be in better shape. Hey, maybe I'll do like Facebook Live videos from the gym. You guys can judge me there. And like, one more. Kidding, stop it. You're doing it wrong. I'm doing sit-ups or pull-ups or push-ups. Weight lifts, dead drops, or whatever you call them. You know, when you lay on your back and you're lifting it, but I'm doing it with, you're supposed to be doing leg curls. I got my face better. Yeah, when you sit down, burning. Yeah, I messed that all up. Anyway, so I just kind of wanted to jump in live real quick, let you guys hear some more music and kind of touch base with you guys and let everybody know what's going on. So, enjoy the tunes. If you have any questions, there's that little section there. Bottom, it says say something. Just type it in. And pay attention. I'll respond. Till then, enjoy the music. Oh, by the way, this is a new song.
Every single day, my mind drifts further and further away, and I don't want to run, but I know I shouldn't stay, and I don't want to think the things I think of anyway, and I never want to feel again. No, I never want to feel again, and I never want to feel again. No, I never want to feel again. Every day I wake up and I try, wouldn't it be easier if I died? I'm good for a buck.
So there is another track that I'm actually working on. I have plenty of time to record those videos. I just haven't done it. I guess I'm just trying to spend as much time as I can with my Xbox friends before I have to go to work.
I'm on my way down. Yeah, I'm on my way now. Is this where you wanted me? Is this where you needed me? Yeah, I'm on my way down. Yeah, I'm on my way now.
I'm really not doing much of anything, if I'm being completely honest. I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to get with this whole car accident. When it comes to monetary gain, so I have a pretty good idea what I want to get. I know I need to get a new car, or at least a newish car to me. A new car to me. I know I need to. Oh my God! Just move this over here. I know I need to high space heater. I need to catch up on my bills. Is what I need to do. My landlord has actually been really understanding throughout this whole dealing process. And, I really appreciate her, even though she doesn't. I don't know if she realizes that, but I really do appreciate her. And it really meant a lot to me. She kind of let me slide, knowing that I wasn't bringing any money because I was going through this therapy session. So I let me slide. It was kind of cool. So I have about 4 to 5 months back to catch up on, and I'll be able to do that. And then my Xbox friends are telling me to do something for myself, to treat myself, because of the shithole and just the hell that I've gone through the last few months. And honestly, the last 3 years, because it's not done yet until April. Once April comes, whatever the judge decides will be the final. It'll be the curtain call, the final thing, the nail in the coffin, and hopefully I can just move on from this thing in my life, which I tried to move on from it before. I've been offered to give the person the house. I don't want to go into too much detail about it, but yeah. So April, hopefully that resolves all that, and I won't ever have to deal with this crap again. Because I just want to be left alone. Honestly, that's where I'm at. I just want to be left alone. Just leave me alone. You know what the hell you wanted. If I offered to walk away from everything, didn't ask for a dime, you should have taken it up for it. Don't wait 3 years and then try to come after me. That's on you. Anyway, so once I get that part of my life done, I'm going to continue working at this job. Hopefully, I'll be still working at this job and making damn good money from out of here. Damn good money. And I'll be able to make all that money back that I seem to have dumped into the wrong individual and save up money again and get myself back in the car because I miss my car. Man, it sucks being without a car. No, kind of took that for granted. Being able to just kind of get in my car and just go, you know. Yeah, I'm bored at home. Fuck it, let me just drive up to Taco Bell. Or can't buy anything there. Let me just drive up there and look at the sign. Wish I could eat something from there. I regret my decision after eating it because it's Taco Bell. But yeah. So I'm working on music. So yeah, my Xbox friends were telling me to treat myself to something because of the hell that I've gone through and I'm continuing to go through, and that I will be going through until April, and hopefully that all gets resolved. And they were telling me to just kind of treat myself to something. Now, as you guys know, I used to have a bass back here. I used to have a keyboard as well. I had all this musical instruments, and I sold them all to pay bills here back when my ass was here. What I was thinking about doing is just getting some instruments again, because I miss playing bass. I miss being able to just pick up my bass and just, you know, dabble on it, and I miss playing piano. Most of the time when I was upset, I just kind of got on the piano and just let my fingers go. Giggity! And it was just, emotionally, it was such a relief for me. So I was thinking about if I was going to treat myself, I'll treat myself to one of those. And depending on the price, maybe even both, I don't know. But I definitely have to pay my bills first. My bills are my main priority. I have to catch up the rent. I have to catch up the bills. And hopefully I have enough to get a somewhat decent car to get me to and from. And maybe get my credit back on track, because I ruined it from my relationship, my past relationship. I actually have credit cards for Christmas things for her and her daughter. I ruined it. I destroyed my credit. And if you guys learn anything from watching me on YouTube and just watching that whole relationship, I'm going to tell you this. Do not assume someone's going to stay with you for the rest of your life, okay? Don't put yourself in some kind of financial situation. I'm trying to clean up that shit show. And I will. I always clean up my shit shows. My dad used to say, one of the things about me is that no matter how much crap I'm in, or no matter how much crap I'm covered in, I always seem to come out smelling like a rose. And that's one of the things my dad used to say about me. And I don't know if that's true. I think it's true. I didn't mean to swipe in your ear. I'm sorry. But it is true. And I get this party started. Lorenzo, I really want to thank you from that conversation we had. I don't know if it was yesterday. I don't remember. It might have been yesterday or the day before. But Lorenzo brought a couple things up to me about, and it's things I already know. You guys knew my channel to kind of just be, I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to use whatever language I use because that's who I am. And take it or leave it, I don't care. The problem with that, when it comes to YouTube, yes, freedom of speech, woo, not really. It's just, that's how it is, not really. Okay, well, there's an error. Let me see if this will work. Hold on. Because I'm on Wi-Fi. That's why. Alright, I'm gonna pause this. Insert an ad there. Try to plug it back in. Give me a quick second so I can hardwire this. go. That should work. There we go. I think that worked. Yep, that worked. All right. Stream status back to good. So Lorenzo brought this up to me the other day when we spoke. So yeah, you're guaranteed. You get freedom of speech and all that. That's all fine again. But on YouTube, you're not. YouTube's a great platform. It is. It's not as great as TikTok, and I hate to say it. Right now, everybody's going to TikTok. I tried my TikTok thing. I'm not any good at it. I will be changing some things on the channel. I'm still going to say my mind, but I don't think I'm going to be dropping the F-bombs as much as I was. And just being out there. I think I'm going to tone it down a little. Make a little more not user-friendly, but friendly. The word's very sensitive nowadays. I don't like that. Everybody's trying too far in their feelings. And I noticed that when I talk, you can definitely hear a lot of upset, freaked out about something you know I'm genuine about. It's great for like reaction videos, like it's great. Actually, those videos brought a lot of people to the channel. They're thankful. But I do want to know what comes on the channel. I mentioned maybe not changing my content, keep the same content and tone it down a bit. Bigger words. Which sucks because that's how I open up my shows and end them. When I'm saying what's up, that word, it's like, hey, what's up, guys? Because I didn't want to do the typical YouTube crap. Hey guys, what's up, guys? Hi, what's up, guys? Hey guys. All right, later, guys. I didn't want to do that generic guys thing, and I almost said the F word there. And I've already screwed up here and said the F word at least once. And I just didn't want to do that generic crap. I wanted it to be a little more personal. I wanted it to be like if you guys were in a room with me, directly across the street. It hurts your sides to watch it. But it also makes you think outside of your home. Maybe there's not a lot of videos. But once you did it, I know sometimes my videos don't get big. That's not at all. I've said countless videos, you know? That's how you open a conversation. You know, if I say something and you might misunderstand it, or maybe I said it wrong. Maybe I didn't clarify. I didn't really state how I meant it. But that opens the door for a conversation. I'm all for that. If you guys have noticed in the last few of my videos, I've taken off at the top. It would be like social media and all. I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that because I had a few people messaging me on social media, basically telling me to commit suicide and hurt myself and do this, that, and the other. And I already deal with those thoughts in my own being. I already do that. It's a constant struggle. And I don't need somebody else saying that just because they got that feeling. A few of those people actually ended up having a conversation with, and it was going well. At one point, they said I was trying to, oh my God, not waterboard. That's the wrong thing. That I was trying to trick them. I forget the word, actual word. Trick them into questioning their own beliefs. And I said, I don't care what your beliefs are. Have your beliefs. Doesn't mean I have to share them. It's the beauty of the world. I don't have to have the same beliefs as you. I can respect your beliefs. I don't have to agree with them, but I can respect them. You can respect my beliefs. I don't expect you to, believe in them or agree with them, but you can respect them. The end. It doesn't mean mine are right, yours are wrong. It doesn't mean yours are right and mine are wrong. It just means they're different. Because if everybody had the same viewpoints and beliefs, the world would be such a boring place. Just so boring. And I don't think I want that at all. I can't do that kind of boring. So I am going to be switching up content a little bit. I'm trying to find stuff to kind of go back to my roots. My roots on YouTube. Stuff that's a little more, I don't want to say edgy, but controversial. Controversial? Word. Like the This Is America and Joanna Lucas videos, as well as the Basic Hero stuff. Lately I've been trying to do a little more lighthearted stuff, or creepy reaction videos. And while those are fun, I was doing that because I'm dealing with a lot. So if I take on more serious crap in the world, and let's just face it, the world is nothing but serious crap, just constant serious crap, and you can only take so much as a human being before you're just like, I'm done, I'm out, I don't want any more, you can take this, return it back to the store, and I want no part of it, thank you, you know, and at some point you kind of have to just walk away from it. And that's essentially what I did. That's, again, I've been back and forth on YouTube going, hey, I'm back, hey, I'm trying to get better, and gone. I just leave. That's it. That's emotional damage. It's mental. It's a mental thing, it's an emotional thing for me. Because you guys, as I said in a prior video and a couple other videos, you guys only see this. This is all you see. You don't see what it does to me when the camera's not rolling. Getting these comments. You don't see what it does to me, how it affects me. You don't see that it actually does upset me, some of the things. Despite how thick my skin is, some of the things you guys do say do kind of upset me. And if you guys take it the wrong way, or I didn't word it right, and you lose your crap, and you're just like, because you just think I'm so serious, and this, oh, he really means it. No. Maybe just talk to me. Maybe just talk to me. How about that? Use your brain. You know? If you said something and somebody else misunderstood it, or maybe you could have said it better, and they just jumped down your throat, you'd be pretty friggin' defensive. You would just lose your crap and go ham on it, probably. Or you would just probably not want to be around it, or just not want to do it anymore. Just like, all right, man, all right. What was the point of me opening up and sharing? That's the beauty of the world, is you're supposed to kind of open up and just share with people. That's how you learn. That's how you grow as a human being. That's how you get more knowledge about things that you don't know. And I don't claim to know everything. I'm not telling, what a woman should and should not do with her body. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm not telling a man how to live, or what he should and should not do with his body. It's none of my business. Do whatever you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anybody. I am going to share my opinions. And opinions, again, are like labels. Everybody's got one. It doesn't mean they're right. It doesn't mean they're wrong. It's an opinion. It's not fact. Who cares? You have yours, I have mine. It's fine. You'll be okay. At the end of the day, my thoughts and opinions are not directly affecting your life. It's not affecting your ability to pay or not pay your bills. It's not affecting your ability to put food on your table. So if I'm not doing any of that to you, don't do that to me. End of story. You don't like what I have to say. You don't like anything that I'm doing on my channel. Don't watch it. It's as simple as click, or click whatever click you when click. As simple as any of that. Just go to the next channel. So, but I'm here to tell you this right now. You guys are not going to break me. My life is not going to break me. I'm not going anywhere. It might take me a minute to do a video. Or comment, type, you're watching my audio. No, I do. I have to play at least one game of Apex with them before I start working. I do kind of well in that. I'm pretty sure. Kind of cold. But I am very much working on these equipment song. I don't remember what it was. Finding. This song, I haven't titled it. Maybe I am. But the lyrics are, people are so crazy, yet I want to feel okay. But everybody's pulling me in each and every way. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, always getting judged by what you think of me. Maybe in time, one day I'll be just fine. And I'm fine, I lied. I told myself that I'm alright, but I'm not. This is the hook. I'm not, I am, I will, I won't. I can, I can't go back. Second verse. People are so picky as they pick apart at me, and everybody takes a piece till nothing's up to me. And no matter what I do, and no matter what I say, people take my words and they turn them back on me. And maybe sometimes, one day I'll be just fine. When I'm fine, now I'm fine, I lied, I tell myself just one more time. I'm not, I am, I will, I won't. I can't go back now. Was it you, was it them, or was it me? For the crap I made. So confused, stuck in the way. I'd like to feel, but not today. I'm not, I am, I will, I will. I can, I can't go back. And these are lyrics to a new song that I'm actually working on. The beat, like the music's already done, the lyrics are already done. I just have to get off my lazy bones and just, I mean, I could probably, instead of doing this, I could be recording this circles, but it's been like 6 days according to YouTube says. 7 days. 7 days! 7 days. Screw that phone! 7 days since I've done a video, so here I am doing live stuff for your pleasure. Anyone that checked out the live stream Music of Mine, leave some comments. A lot of the songs on that live stream was very old. I really wish I would have organized that better in a way that I could have put the year with the track. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that. I have to run everything through VLC video source, and I have to save it as a playlist. And I don't remember the order that the playlist was, so I wasn't able to listen and comment on, you know, hey, this was off of this album, this is off of that album. But there's a couple different albums. So it used to be The Devil's Angel, and the album used to be called the album was called Secrets. Man of Stone is a song that's Love Is Dead, Chivalry Is Dead, Love Is Dead, and Now I Am Too. So that is about crap. Probably released in 2010, 2012, 2015, I don't know. But it's pretty old. I didn't know how to do mixing. I didn't know how to do mastering. I'm still figuring all that out. After the Secrets album, we changed the name from The Devil's Angel to something I'm not. We started doing shows in New York. We started doing shows in Pennsylvania. I started doing shows in Maryland. We were passing out demo CDs. We were working with a company called Skits Productions, and we got completely screwed over by them. We did a live show at Club Excess. We were supposed to make like 300 that night, and we left with 50. We were pissed. We were pissed. I swore never to do another show for him again, but we started working on more music for something I'm not. We finished an album. I finished the album. It was called Hollywood. And I took some of the old band members, and by some I mean one of the old band members from The Devil's Angel, which is basically the guitarist, Jeff. Skinny guy. You've seen Jeff on the street before, you know. Play guitar, Jeff, you know, or whatever. Damn It, Jeff, I think it's called. I said, Damn It, Jeff. It was a live stream. And I was doing music with him, and so he came in and he re-recorded some of the guitar work and added his own little flair to it, cigarette, because I want a cigarette. And you know, we did some of the reworked some of the guitar work for it. Then we took that Hollywood album, did a bunch of our own burns, and we were charging a full album. I think it was like 12 or 14 songs, $2. Going to shows, $2. Handing them out, walking the streets, New York City, meeting and greeting, just $2. Some of them we would it had 5 songs on it. We did a five song CD, and we were just giving those out. And you know, at shows we would sell it, $2. Nobody wanted to buy it because they'd rather spend their money on weed. So it just goes to show you, musicians are truly starving. Trust me when I say they are. And I know different than stand-up comedy. You know, truly starving when they first start out. So after that, Jeff and I stopped working on music, but I came up with another album called Love Songs and Razor Blades, and that was like I think maybe 2 years after that. It was right after a bad breakup. I mean, a really bad breakup. It was actually 2 bad breakups. So I went from one bad breakup straight into another relationship, did not recover from the breakup at all, and had another bad breakup from that, and it just broke me. And I came up with Love Songs and Razor Blades. And I think it was a perfect fusion musically. It had like so many different genres, from dubstep to hip-hop to pop to rap to R&B to rock to metal, and industrial. So it had a lot of different genres in it, which is what I ultimately wanted to do. So I think, to this day, I think that's the album that I'm most pleased with. And with that album, I got pretty good at mixing and mastering it. However, my only issue was the final draft of it. It always sounded low to me, and I didn't know how to make that have more, oomph in it, more, make it louder. So with this album, and I'm going to make a new album. I'm working on that. I've already got 3 or 4 songs done. Christine, you've heard one of them. I think Dave, you've heard one. And you guys have actually heard one if you've checked out the channel. It's called Bye Bye. So very new, very new, like 2 weeks old. Christine, you've heard another one called Dirty. I might redo those vocals. I don't know how I feel about those. Still not even sure if I'm okay with the lyrics, because it has nothing to do with anything I'm feeling right now. But musically, it matches the sound that I'm doing. It's an old track. I don't like using old tracks that I've created. It's a different, a different thought process and mind process than when I was then. From what I'm noticing from the tracks that I'm making right now, it's very much old school industrial. I can't say EDM, because, you know, that's like it's not that. It's not that at all. This is alright. I can groove to this. I can nod my head to this. It's very chill. It's got like a alright, I'm digging it. Yeah, I'm digging it. Oh yeah. But it's also got that, you know, I'm gonna punch you in the throat and stomp on your face in a mosh pit kind of feel to it, you know. Yeah. So it's building up. One of my friends, Yasha, the guy I game with, I sent him the Bye Bye song before I actually released it, and he said he kept waiting for it to drop. It would build and drop and then kick in, and he kept waiting for that. He was like, the build is driving me crazy, like, just drop it already. I'm like, well, that's the point. I want it to build. I want you to build your emotion with it, and when it finally drops, I want you to lose your shit. And I just cussed again. So this is gonna be harder than I think. So that is the point of how I do music. Something should build with you, or you should build with it. So when the music's building, you should be on that emotional journey and that mental journey. If you're truly listening to it, because music, I truly believe, is a way to your soul. You know, and if you create it or you write it, or even if you write lyrics, when you're playing on, you know, bass or guitar or piano or whatever instrument it is you play on, you do feel it. You do. Anyone who's really passionate about it feels it. So that's why, like, when people sing and they play, they've got their eyes closed and they're in it. It's because they're feeling it. They're letting it go. And so when I'm writing music and I'm creating it, I'm building it. I'm trying to build that emotion up from what I feel into the music, to build it up so that you're going on that journey with me. So that when it finally crashes or it finally hits and connects and it drops, you're right there with me. So I'm really excited about possibly recording another song. I want to do that now. To be honest, I'm not doing much of shit right now. Crap right now. I'm not doing much of crap right now. I didn't say the word. Lying. And but yeah, basically where I'm at. So enjoy the music, and unfortunately I can't hear the music right now unless I unmute the whatchamacallit in my head, but I don't know if it gives me bounce back. Shit. See what this is. Okay, so this song is Everybody Be a Star. It's off a Hollywood album. This is one where I didn't really know about mixing and mastering, so like the bass and everything is just it's not professional at all. And I've wanted to remaster it or redo it, but the way I am musically, once I make a song, I make it. I don't like to go back to it. I don't like to move backwards. I like to move forwards. I have gone back to my old songs and tried to remaster them, and while it does sound better, I don't want to be stuck, you know, working on just old music. I want to make sure I'm progressing. So yeah, so this song is Everybody Be a Star. There was actually 2 different versions of the song. One actually had these awesome horns, like these French horns in it. This song is Flatline. Yeah, this song's Flatline. Obviously, it's from the Love Songs and Razor Blades album. This was the one where I wrote this album, and all the music on this album is actually about a breakup, or 2 breakups, is what I was telling you guys before. So this song is called Flatline. It's basically about being used in every aspect of the word, from mentally, emotionally, physically, monetary, possession-wise. It's just about how you were the heartbeat and they were just dead. And by the time they got done with you, you felt dead. But you still kind of got that heartbeat. So you're not a complete flatline yet. It's about them being the flatline and then getting, you know, karma getting to them, basically. I'm a victim of the circumstance. Your consequence of high demands, I believe, is one of the lines in it. Yeah. You'll be a victim of the circumstance. You'll see it. You'll see the problematic consequences. This is what it feels like. Man, you know just what it feels like. So that whole album actually drained me when it came to writing it and recording it. And there was actually a few songs that never made the album. During the time that I was writing that album and I was recording it, I was living downtown in downtown Baltimore off of Penn Street. And I had my brother Rob, and you guys know Rob from a couple of the streams. Rob was living with me, and the roommate that we were living with, her and him bumped heads, and I sided with him, and she didn't like that. So she not only booted him out, she got me booted out. So I had to find a place to live, and I was wrapping up the last few songs that were supposed to go on that album. And one of those songs Rob's actually on, and I didn't have proper time to mix it down the way I wanted it to. And I think Rob's vocals came out too low, and I did that to him before with an old song of mine called Wish. And I mixed down his vocals way too low, and I couldn't hear it. When Rob sings, his voice is very bellowing and loud, and it just demands attention. It's very strong. Mine can be like that, and his is way stronger than mine when it comes to singing. He's got these visceral, I think is the word, dull growls, and just like, I don't know how he does it. I just don't know how he does it. You know, he's in a metal band. Maybe that's it. But it would make the it would be a lot of peaking. Just solid red the whole time recording his vocals. I'm like, bro, you got to back up from the mic. My pop filter's not helping anything. Like, I don't know what to do here. I've normalized the audio. I've mixed it down in 2 mono tracks so I can try to equalize it more. But Jesus, your voice is just boom. So, but he's got a very, bellowing voice in general. So I probably should have expected that. And I feel real bad. And I don't think he realizes how bad I feel that I've had to mix his vocals down to the point where you can barely hear it. But that's just because it was so powerful. And I really did not have the mixing skills that I have now, or later, after that album. Because like I said, that was back in maybe one of the first albums I ever did. Because my super old stuff was very techno-y, which is kind of funny. You wouldn't expect it. So let's see what song's next. So whoever's watching, thank you for joining. Feel free to ask me any questions. Just kind of chilling here. Okay, so this song is called Funny How. The guitar work that's actually on this song was never supposed to be there. This song was just straight a synth pad, me on a bass, and a drum and a piano, and that was it. That's all it was supposed to be. And then my roommate at the time, James, had heard this song and heard me playing, the bass to it. And what I would do is, because I didn't have guitars and I didn't know how to play guitar, I would play a normal bass line, and then I would take the bass and play on the thinner strings, the high strings, whatever you want to call them. I don't know if that's the term, I don't care. And I would run a distortion pedal through that and use that, the thinner strings as something to add more oomph to it, to make it more rock and roll, like rock and roll. So he heard what I was doing, and he was like, well, why don't I just do it on guitar for you? So I was like, if you don't mind, yeah, sure. So then he started doing it on guitar, and it sounded great, so I ended up keeping it. And then we went ahead and ended up doing that for most of the songs. Devil Girl, The Betrayed, which there was no guitar work for The Betrayed at all. And he came in there and just did it. Man of Stone, another track I played earlier, no guitar work at all. It was just pure synth, pure drum machines with distortion. The tom drums were distorted. I had horns in there that I distorted. I had so much crap in there distorted to kind of give the illusion of a guitar. Because it needed to have that heaviness to it. Now, looking back and listening to the song, I listened to the guitar, and I was like, oh, that could have been a little bit better. I feel like I missed a couple notes there. But it was on the fly, and we kind of just recorded it. Lyrically, I love it. Musically, I love it. I think the guitar could be a little bit better, though. In the background, you hear that bow, dow, 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 dow. That's actually me on guitar. I don't know how I'm doing it. No idea. I was like, that sounds good. I think it's just close, close, open, open, close, closed, and I think that's it. I think my hand was up here on the fret. I was like close, close, open, open, close, close. And That's all. This song was actually a lot of fun to do live. Like, I was just kind of, I remember jamming out to this. I was wearing, we had a couple jam sessions to it, but this was the song that we used to kind of kick it all off, because it starts off in this kind of chilled out, mellow mood, and you're like, yeah, when that bow down, 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 down kicks in, I'm like rocking out. There was a music video for this. It was just basically us jamming at band rehearsal. I love the drums for this. It sounds very realistic for it being digitized drums. It's basically a drum machine, but it sounds so real. It sounds like a real kick drum, a real snare drum, and I love that. This song is from Love Songs and Razor Blades. What is this? This song is Girl on Fire. Ironically enough, this song was one of my ex's favorite songs. This song was actually not about her. This song was actually about a few relationships that I went from one bad relationship, no time to heal, into the other one, as I was telling you guys before. And it's just, I went from being damaged to not healing from that to getting more messed up and getting heartbroken from that. And then just the first person cheated on me, didn't recover. The second person cheated on me, didn't recover. Just broke me. Just broke me. So the whole album's actually about that. So the song's called Girl on Fire. A Liar, Liar, Girl on Fire is actually one of the lyrics. I think it's the hook. And it's kind of funny that my ex, this is one of her favorite songs next to Cry Baby, because both of those songs are actually about someone lying to you, your significant other lying to you and cheating on you, which I thought was kind of ironic. You know, if I knew then what I know now. If I knew then what I know now, I'd have been like, oh, you like this song? This is like your favorite song? That means you're probably going to cheat on me. You know? So I think any girl I date now, I'm going to let her listen to the song. They go, I like that. It's like my favorite song. I'm like, all right, well, it's over with you now. I can't date you. You're probably going to cheat on me. It's a requirement now. You can't like this song at all. I don't want to see your head nodding. I'm joking. One of the things in this song, I wish I would have done different. I'll say, Girl on Fire. I wish I would have screamed at it. I wish I would have been like, Girl on Fire. Like, I'm not going to scream it now. It's like 10 o'clock at night. Like that. But I wanted to have like that corn, cold chamber slamming it in, like, roar, that kind of thing. I didn't deliver it. So I really wish I would have done that. The guitar work in this is actually a sample. It's a free guitar sample I found online. It was really shredding. What I ended up doing was taking that sample and just kind of chopping it up and rearranging it so that it fit what was in my head. Let's see what's next. So this was Love Songs and Razor Blades. This was actually the last album I did. It's been like 8 to 10 years since I've done an album. Oh, this is, oh God. Okay, so this was, I don't remember the name of this track, but it's right after the Secrets album. So this was still off of, when, instead of it being Sin or Something I'm Not, the group was still called, my band was still called The Devil's Angel. And it's off the album, The Stories of a Sinner. So, as you can see, clearly it was going to go to Sin at some point. But, it's a very depressing song. Damn, you're correct. So this song is actually about kind of just sitting back and watching, just noticing how crappy people are. And it's like the ultimate depressed song, I think, or not vocally, but lyrically and musically. It's super depressing musically. And a lot of my older stuff was. But I was going through a lot when I was recording this stuff. TikTok, the sounds of the clock, the sounds of life just slipping away, and every day I do the same stuff stuck in a world that's full of disgrace. Everybody walks around with a hate on their face. It's just observations I've made in life from seeing how people treat each other and how ignorant and rude they truly are to a complete stranger. And it's just sickening to kind of see that. And anyone who is empathetic picks up on that kind of stuff, and it kind of sticks with you. It really does affect you. So the stuff that's in the background, like this right here, Something I'm Not, Love Songs of Razor Bass. This is actually the artwork for the CD. This was the back art with the track listings. This is the front artwork. And again, this was an actual CD. You could buy this and get a physical CD. This was the insert for the Hollywood album from The Devil's Angel, my first band. A friend of mine actually ended up doing the actual family there. So I found an image that I liked that was royalty free online, and then she colorized it. And yeah, boom, bam. This was a running logo that I was going to run with, and I wanted something simplified, something that somebody could draw on their own. And then I came up with that, and I realized that kind of looked like it belonged on a baseball cap. I never used it. This is actually a remix of the song called Hollywood. I think this remix is called Hollywood Dead Stars. And what I wanted to do was, at the time, and this is when it was Something I'm Not, off of the Hollywood album, which you just saw artwork for. And what this remix, I sent out a couple of my tracks to a few different DJs, and they sent what they did back. And I hated every single one of them. And there was one that I was okay with, and that might be on this playlist, but the rest of it was just disgusting. It was just horrible. There's no organization to it. They basically just murdered the song, and I was like, all right, well then screw it, I can do it myself. I ended up doing that. This artwork right here is the back artwork, back of the CD. How you can even see on the sides, left and right, it's just sin and sin. So everywhere, you know, you can hold the CD on the side there. So, I mean, the artwork was official. It was legit. I spent time doing this kind of stuff, setting up these CDs and printing them out. And I actually invested in something called, I think it was called LightScribe. And basically what that would do is you would have to get particular CDs, and you could take those and put them in your computer. And if you had a program called LightScribe or something like that, you could burn images onto the CD. It was really cool. Which means I could burn my artwork onto the CD, along with the track listings on the CDs, which I thought was really cool. The problem with that is it took forever. And if you used the lowest quality setting on it to speed it up, then that image and stuff did not stay on the CD. It would just rub off after a few uses. But if you chose like the highest detail, it would take so long. You would hear it taking forever, and it was a nightmare. I remember going to a few shows, like we were all amped up. We were headed to York, Pennsylvania to do, and we thought it was going to be like this big venue, because we were told like, hey, this is going to be, you're going to come here, you're going to do a 2-hour set, and we're like, yeah, it's going to be like a couple hundred people. I'm like, all right, let's do this. And you know, we get there, he's like, I got Optimus coming there, which was an up and coming rapper in York. A lot of people were following him, and he heard our music and he wanted to be featured on a song called Money. And I was like, I show up there and I'm looking, he gave me the address, and I'm looking for the address. I'm like, all right, I'm expecting like some kind of a bar or a club or something, and it wasn't that. It was a friggin' house party. I'm like, bro, this is a house party. What is this? He's like, well, yeah, it's it's a local house party. I'm like, okay. Are you still paying us? He's like, yeah, we're still paying you. And we got paid with spots. But they ended up doing a house party, which is so ghetto. And that was I never worked out. But I met some pretty cool people there. And that's where we were selling the CDs, like a full album for $2. And people were like, no, man, no. And we'd go down, get like nitrous oxide or whatever. Down the basement, people were buying it from balloons and pumping in the basement. Like, where you got money for that? You can't buy a CD. You want me to just give it to you? I just kind of looked at my guitar. I was like, after we please just go. I don't want to be around this. I don't want to be near this. But when we showed up there, Rich from Stage Productions did introduce Optimus. Yeah, okay, well, maybe middle section. jump on stage. The living room. This is actually the song Hollywood. On the Hollywood album. My mother is not. But, you know, I've got footage of us doing this live show with Optimus, and it went pretty well. Which is so weird because you won't know, but if I ever release this live footage, and audio, it's crap. The audio is just horrible. But if I ever release this footage, you'll see me and my guitarist and Optimus there, and we're just doing our thing. But what you don't see is, like, we're in the living room, the kitchen's right here. Like, we're in the living room, the kitchen's right here, and right here's another room. What you don't see going on in these rooms is people are getting stoned off their ass in this room, and in this room, there's this huge inflatable pool that they dragged inside, and they filled it up with, like, I think it was oil, and it was half-naked girls wrestling in it. And that was the house party we were doing the show at. And I was like, all right. And in the basement, people were just, you know, laughing gas and just huffing it. And I was like, all right, I'm the hell out of here. After I said, this is not right. I expected to be on stage, and I wanted to get a hit going, and that's when like I said, that's when I stopped messing with skits production. I wasn't signed at the point of this album, the Hollywood album. I did get signed for, I think I got signed on Love Songs Crazy, and I got signed to Bearded Riz Records, which is located in Ocean City, Maryland. And the guy I spoke to was like, yeah, I got a studio here, and hold on. The song's about to end. I want to let you guys know what the next track is. This is definitely one of my favorite tracks off the Hollywood album. I had another track called Hollywood Tonight, and I really like that, but I didn't mix it down just right. I didn't mix it down that great, actually, at all. So that heavy synth right there, that bam, 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 that was actually supposed to be guitar. I just didn't have any guitar work recorded. But I really like the drums are what drives it. It's like this, it's got like a march feel, this head nod, you know? And I love that. This is actually Hollywood Tonight. I'm not too fond of this song. Let's see. Hey man, nice sound. Keep up the great work. And I also think what would be cool is adding some roaring to express those feelings more than that. Your song's pretty banging, not gonna lie. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, actually, the older tracks, live, there was a lot of roaring. Live, it was a completely different story. Recording it at home and trying to do it just on your own, not really knowing much, and you're peaking, you don't know what to do to prevent that peaking, and you're not really familiar with that software, and how to really kind of level that out. And I've tried everything to the point where I'm like, all right, I'm just peaking too much. If I lower it too much here, if I lower the streams here, and it's all recorded as the same track. So when I record vocals, I record verse, hook, and it's all recorded, all together, all at once. So maybe that's where I'm going wrong. What I should do is record verse. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Why haven't I thought of that? And then record the hook and the hook. That way I can equalize them and you know, master them in a more effective way. And I can be louder and more and more growling and roaring, like you said. Because live, I have all that live. When I had a live band, it was balls to the wall, in your face, live. God, I wish. Let me see if I can find the link real quick, and you can see. Again, the audio might be crap, but it should be S1N4ME or 4M3. 4ME is the actual YouTube channel for this. Yeah, and you can see there should be. There should be something in there from us live. Oh, there is. Yes, we were working on the DVD. See if I can copy this link and send it in. This video did not stand the test of time at all. But I'm going to leave the link in here in the chat, and if you want to check it out, there you go. So that's actually from the actual YouTube channel when we were starting out. We didn't take it. I think the title was Before the Devastation, or Before the Sin of the Devastation. And this is all the band members, and we all actually spread out. the one guitar that you'll see in the rehearsal, or the band meeting, is taking it personally, and I don't know if it's personal, it's very much business related. And I warned Ty when he came on board, that, look, I'm not your fucking friend. I'm not your friend right now. This is something that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build this. So if you don't agree with something I say, or if something I say upsets you, bring it up to me, but I'm not your friend during this. It's business. That's the way it is. It's just business. I'm not trying to, step on toes or piss you off or whatever, but it's business. But that's just the way I approach things. On that link that I sent you, you might have to go through a few minutes of it, but we did a song called Devil Girl live. A lot of screaming. A lot of people said this is at a show in New York, Pennsylvania at a club called Club Excess. It's kind of funny. We had this drunk guy in front. He was just rocking out and stuff. And I don't know if I saved it in there, but at the end of one song, you hear him go, "Wow!" loud as hell. Dude ended up trying to get on stage in the middle of our set, and we were like, "Dude, bro, you got to go away, man. I have no problem pushing you off the stage. Like, I'm paid to be up here, not you get off my stage." So, but a lot of people said that were at that show that it was very Korn, reminiscent of Korn, and the stat from Queen of the Damned, just the presence and the persona and how it was delivered and everything, which I thought it was a hell of a compliment. Because Queen of the Damned stat was amazing. And John Davis. I mean, it's John Davis, Korn, man. Hell yeah. So this song's called Hollywood Tonight, like I was saying, and it's from the Hollywood album. I think it's track number 5 or something. It had a very poppy feel to it. Jeff was actually on board on this song, and he re-recorded some of the guitar works. There's an extended cut, which I think that's what this one is, and I didn't care too much for it. I think I hid that on the CD at like track 99 or something. This song's called Kiss, K-I-S-S, keep it simple, stupid. This is a guitar sample. Jeff's not on this one. But yeah, so if you want to check it out, man. I might update that website if I can remember my login information. It's been so long since I've been on it. I honestly am probably just going to upload anything and everything that I do musically and just comedy-wise and everything on this channel. Why not? I already have a subscriber base going on and, a fan base going on. Hopefully they're still there. It's been forever since I've been on. Yeah, this isn't Jeff. This is actually a sample, chopped up, sliced, and used. But this has got like that grimy kind of hip-hop beat to it, and that hi-hat is where it's at, man. And that bass drum, that boom, that boom in the bass drum is just sexy. So my only issue with this track is my vocals in the second part, which is this part right here. I didn't care too much for it. I think I recorded it at a different time than when I recorded the first verse. So if I'm not mistaken, I was a little sick doing this. And I was sick in another one of the tracks that I recorded. You can hear it. I'm super amazed to be in it. We also covered When Doves Cry. We made it more metal. And at the time we covered it, I thought it was the greatest thing ever, and I listened to it now, it's just horrible. And we also covered 9 Inch Nails' Closer, and it's more roaring in that. Mixing could have been better, mastering could have been better, but we definitely made 9 Inch Nails metal. Like, we took 9 Inch Nails Closer, and I completely made that a completely different song. The synth, stick through it, because by the time it gets to the middle of the song, the bridge, when it kicks back into that second verse, it's just in your face. I don't know if that's on this playlist. This song is called Letting Go. It's from the Love Songs and Razorblade albums. I'm not going to listen to this song. I'm going to let it play, obviously, but when I listen to the song, it really just kind of gets in my head because of the way I am. I think everybody's like this when it comes to breaking up. Again, it's off the Love Songs and Razorblade album. So I think everybody, at some point, when they go through a breakup and it's really bad, you know, like you're really messed up from that. You know, this feeling sucks. And you go through that, and then you have that little piece of you that goes, you knew this. You knew they were doing this. Like, you saw the signs. The flags were there, and you just ignored it all. And now you're over here, and you're crying, and you're hurt, and you're hurting, and you just want it to stop, and get up. And that's what this song's about. So you've got the one part, sort of spoken, and then the vocals get a little more distortion, and then louder, more aggressive. And that's the other part of you going to get up. I'm not going anywhere. I'm a part of you, but I'm the part of you that's never gonna leave. I'm the part of you that's gonna get you back on your feet. I tried to warn you. I tried to tell you. You didn't listen, but I got you. I got you. Yeah, you gotta let go. Yeah. So basically it's about letting go of all that hurt and that angst and that anguish and that pain and that emotional turmoil. It's about accepting it, dealing with it, processing it in a healthy way and not freaking out like a psycho, and just kind of dealing with it. And at one point you just go, you know, I don't need to keep carrying this around. I'm just going to leave it right here. I don't need to learn my lesson from it. I learned whatever lesson I needed to learn from it. Hopefully I'm a better person and I won't fall for these nonsense again. And you go on and you move on with your life in a more healthier mindset with more knowledge than what you had before. So, unfortunately, if you keep repeating the same mistake, that just means you didn't learn the lesson. Or maybe you didn't learn the right lesson. So yeah, that's the part of you that's just like, get up. I'm not leaving you here. You're not alone. I tried to warn you. I tried to be there for you. You didn't want to listen because you were just you were love struck. You know, you're just like, oh, they're heavenly, and yeah. One of the things I try to do with my music is I try to write things that are relatable. When I first, I'm looking for my external hard drive. I'm sorry. I try to write music that's relatable on an emotional level. When I was younger and I first started writing music, I was writing stuff about my adopted, not my adopted mom, my real parents. And I was writing a lot of stuff about religion and God because I had huge issues with all that stuff. And I went through so many religious changes, it was just crazy. So yeah, this song usually gives me chills from the beginning.
One word of caution from the old timer would have saved a lot of pain.
But the song is actually on the channel under the Sinners playlist. It's called Letting Go. Actually, all the songs are. So yeah, all the songs are. Okay, so this is called Life Goes On. I wrote this back when I was still living with my father. I was 30-something years old. I told you guys I was just thrown out of my apartment on 10th Street when I had my brother living with me, and we were living with a girl named Kate, or Katie. Her and him bumped heads. I stood up for him, so she booted me out with him as well. And I had no place to go, so I had to go back home with my dad. Just when I met Holly. And because I was living with my dad, I wasn't able to record music. So I tried to sneak in a song, and I was afraid, because I didn't know how long I was going to be living with I wasn't sure how long I was going to be living with my father. And I didn't really want to live with my father. So I was trying to figure out how I could still do music and whatnot. And I remember recording this. I was sitting on the floor with the microphone in my hand and just kind of singing it. And I believe Holly was working that day. So when she came over after work, I played it for her. And I was like, you know, I really like this song. And mastering and the mixing and the mastering of this song is actually the best I've ever done. The violins and the pads and the choir in this, it's like the middle of the track. They just blend it so smoothly. And obviously the song is about not giving up. Here comes my hard drive. Oh, okay.
Get back up, 'cause life is tough. You either play hard.
Where's the attachments from my hard drive? Because I want to try to upload the remix of the cover. Closer so you guys can hear it.
So step right up, baby. Look and see. Step right up, baby. Be the dream. It don't matter, baby. It don't
trying to do is vocally, I have a certain sound to me. I don't know how to describe it. Some people say I sound like Manson, some people say I sound like John Davis, some people said I sound like Dead Chamber, others said I sounded like Rob Zombie. A few of my tracks are like your flows like Eminem. I'm like, I'm nowhere even near him. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. I appreciate it, but I'm not even. That man's a god. His flow. I'm nothing. I take a lot of different genres. The girl that's singing in this song is actually a sample. I did not have a hook written for this song, the chorus, whatever you call it. There was no hook, and I was trying to write a hook, and I couldn't think of anything, that was just kind of, there. The music was trying to tell me what to write, and there was just nothing. So I was kind of just messing around with it, and I came across a sample, and I was like, oh, that's nice, and then I kept it in there, and I sliced it up, and I put it in certain spots, and I'm listening, and I'm like, oh, I got it. And this device has the choir, and it has, it's perfectly blended. So that's actually how the hook came about. The hook is inspired by that girl's vocals. I don't know if she runs this song is called Man of Stone. It's back from when the band was part of Devil's Angel. It's off the Secrets album. Very dark time in my life. Dating a girl named Brianna. When I was younger, when I was in school, I was really popular. And, I guess probably good that I wasn't. As I got older, and more into the goth scene, started getting more, gothy, whatever you want to call it. I was going to goth clubs and all these events and stuff, and I really kind of came out of my shell. And they used to do like goth prom at these events, and it was pretty cool. And the girl I was dating with was like the hottest girl there. Wow, she had this amazing personality, beautiful, just everything about her I loved. I never thought I had a chance to tell her I was like, screw it, just try. But asked me around, yeah. And we had one night together. And the next day, my dad, I got a phone call in the morning. Her night was supposed to play putt-putt. The night before we went to the prom. We were voted goth prom king and goth prom queen, and I've never had I don't remember who I was. But goth prom king and queen, beautiful. It's just awesome. It's very cool to me. You guys don't follow going on. I was never cool. I just wanted to be cool. And I was like, yeah, I'm fucking cool, man. So, her stayed at my apartment that night. Wow. Yeah, it's definitely up there on my top 5. Might have heard him up there on there too. Hell yeah. So, I should call her. But the next day, I got a call from the sorry. She was supposed to go to her ex's and, finish packing up her stuff. So while I'm at the hospital, I'm getting messages from her, and, she's hanging out with her ex instead of just packing up the shit and leaving. She's hanging out with her ex and her ex's kid, and now they're having water gun fights, and she's sending me these pictures of her in a wet shirt and her and her ex. I'm like, dude, why do I want to see this? I'm at the hospital with my father. What the hell's wrong with you? And, later on that night, I gave her a call. My dad ended up being fine. They brought him back and everything. He was recovering, so I went home that night. That's actually when I started smoking again. And I got home, and I was calling her. I finally heard back from her. She was like, yeah, I don't think I'm over him yet. I need time to heal. And so basically, I was just like, oh, screw this. And that song, Betrayed, is about her. This is another remix. This is the remix of a song called Money off the Hollywood album. So, this is a remix that I did. Again, I didn't like any of the remixes that any of these DJs were sending in. It just sounded like little garbage. It sounded like a dumpster fire. And it was just bad. The mixing was horrible. The sound quality, the mastering. And my mastering wasn't that great, but their mastering was just atrocious. They were doing it professionally for like at least 10 to 15 years. Like they should have been better at mastering and mixing than me, and it wasn't the case. So that's my concept. Was that open the whole time? What the hell is my... I didn't go in my coffee. What the hell is that open for? Okay, so this song's a little bit long. I wish I could fast forward to this. It just builds. It just builds. It's a very sick song. The vocals are slowed down moderately. Except for the one part, money, dirty, filthy money. And when that kicks in, it's just that's basically the backing vocals for the original track. And I just loop that shit over. Touch the guy. I just looped that over, and I got this driving beat behind it. I think this was called Money $30 mix. This is the Money $30 mix. Believe it or not, I was going to add music to this of the pop music and the hip hop music and the nerd rap music that I did. I just didn't think it was appropriate because this already has certain genres set up to it. But yeah, I did pop music as well, hip hop music as well. I had some techno songs I did, and some nerd rap stuff, which is pretty cool. Actually, one song is called Nerd Rap. The nerd rap stuff that I was doing with Sean. You guys remember him from the stream? Him and I were doing. We had these personas. We called the group White, WHYTE, and we were just making fun of the fact that we were white guys rapping. We thought it was hilarious. And our plan was to kind of basically take whatever rap was doing at that time, visually and musically, and just make fun of it. And we were doing it with, we were using a lot of mainstream stuff from like, a lot of pop culture references. And we were just including those. And we were just applying a lot of stuff. It was pretty fun. It was a lot of fun. We did like 4 or 5 tracks. And I ended up like that. It was a lot of fun to do, though. It's a hell of a break from writing all this emotionally and mentally draining crap, which is something I've always done. And I think that I'm probably going to be writing stuff like this for the rest of my life because it seems to be the only way I can effectively feel better with everything in my life, just everything in general. It's very healthy out. What's the word? It's a very healthy way to get things out here, you know? That's just my opinion. So everything that's in this song is sampled from the original track except for the drums. The drums are the only thing different. I add drum and bass drums in there and big beat and breakbeat drums at some point. And then I add slight distortion on regular rock drums to give it that grimy feel. The guitar work I slowed down, the vocals I slowed down. This was actually just instrumental. So a lot of my stuff, I have, oh my god, I have tracks upon tracks of just instrumentals, just drums and piano and violins. A lot of my music was drums, pianos, and violins because I think piano and violin are the most beautiful instruments ever. And if you put them together right, it's heaven. And if you combine them with a really nice bass and a really nice drum, oh my god, it's beautiful. So this song I wrote to kind of build like a hopeful sound. So with this song, the song was actually supposed to lead into something else, another actual track. And I did this with another song called A Beautiful Disaster. And I actually wrote lyrics for a follow-up song called A Beautiful Disaster Part 2. And it's very sad. Just wow. And there's another track called The Shadows of the Broken Man, which is a very beautiful track. And I never got around to finishing it. The guitar work is very garbage on it because it was just a rough draft. It was ideas. But the drums and the bass and the piano and the vocals and the synth and the horns and everything were spot on. They were officially done. The guitar work was not official. And I never finished it. The music is just so sad. The music, or not the music, I mean the music was sad, but the vocals are so sad. The lyrics for that song are, I wish I knew God. Because I would ask him why. Why did I have to go through and be what I turned out to be? Nothing more than something less. Nothing more than something less.
Their power to overwhelm and destroy.
Shit. Of hopelessness and oh God, I can't remember it now. But the hook was I love a world where I did it once. I hide away in the shadows of a broken man. I'm not the same. I'm back again. What's the point of this? Tell me what's the point of this? This song's called Plastic Wannabe. It's from the Hollywood album. That's the only album I think I wrote that didn't deal with emotional stuff. That whole album is obviously about Hollywood and how fake it is, and how everybody wants to be rich and famous, but they don't realize that it comes with the price tag. Even I'm guilty. How I'm still guilty of it now. You know, because they say money doesn't buy happiness. Bullshit. Yes, it does. Money would fix about 99% of my problems right now. Okay, let's just be honest. Money can fix 99% of your problems. That 1% of your problems is not going to fix. It's just, you know, self-reflection. You know, how you see yourself and stuff like that. That's all that 1% is. It's a big 1%, but money for the most part can fix most people's problems. Okay. Catch up all my bills, give me a nice house, give me an actual car where I don't have to make payments. I'd have a bank account. I'd be able to take care of my family and my friends. Money can fix a good chunk of my problems. So, yeah, the Hollywood album was actually just how the glitz and the glamour isn't really worth it because you are sacrificing something. I mean, you've seen it with Princess Diana, if you guys even are old enough to remember who she was. You see it with all these stars, from Michael Jackson, Princess Diana, Freddie Mercury. You've seen the rise and fall of all these stars, and that's basically what Hollywood did. It praised them, brought them up, worshipped them, tore them down, and watched them crash and burn, and they loved it. And that's what Hollywood, the album was about. And I wanted to write something about it. You know, I was kind of sick of it. This is actually the album I sent in to a guy named Mitch, who was Gwen Stefani's agent. And I sent a 3-song demo, and he said he loved it. He said he liked it, but he wasn't signing rock artists at the time. So, yeah. So this song, Plastic Wannabe, much like most of the tracks on the Hollywood album, are actually about how garbage Hollywood truly is, and just how it's not all, and how it's not all it's cracked up to be. How it's just better to be yourself. By all means, if you have any questions, guys, feel free to ask.
Have we seen the actual reality of a monstrous crime? Or merely an illusion? The product of a tortured brain.
Let's see. Okay, so that's the ending of the track. One of the things I love doing, I love using little old-time movie samples to start out a track, really kind of set the mood, and then maybe finish the track to really let you know where it went. Okay, so this song is about someone I know. I was in my 20s. It's another instrumental. It's this girl named Raven. I guess that was her real name. That's what she told me it was. And I'd known her. I think I met her through MySpace at the time. Back when MySpace was a thing. Sweet girl. And we used to email each other and just talk. And I loved her. I really did. Not like in love with her, but I loved her as a person. I'd never met her, but we talked about everything under the sun. Just life and relationships and family and just work. And just we knew each other. And I had been talking to her for so long. And I wrote this song called Raven. And I sent it to her. It's a beautiful song. And I told her, you know, I was thinking about her when I was writing music, so I came up with this and I made this song and I sent it to her. We stayed in contact for quite some time. And when I started having to move from place to place to place, because life sucks sometimes, I lost contact with her. I can't even get in my old email. I'd love to be able to find out if she's okay, what she's been up to. I haven't heard from her almost 2 decades. So real quick, if it looks like I'm off rhythm from the music, what I'm hearing in my head is probably not in time with what you're hearing, because of the way my OBS is set up. I haven't figured out all the ins and outs. So I'm not off rhythm, trust me. You should see me recording some of this shit. Stuff. So I gotta stop cussing. Okay, so I thought not smoking was going to be the hardest thing. Apparently, I think not cussing is going to be the hardest thing.
Each of you must distinguish for himself between the scenes of cold reality and those of pure illusion.
I don't think I knew how to end the song.
This gonna be the one that makes you see. This gonna be everything you wanna be. This gonna be the hot shit with the beat.
Okay, so this is called Rockstar.
Everything you need. I could have been something more than this. I should have been, but now I'm not. Tick-tock goes the clock. Watch everybody rock. I should have helped, but I did not. I'm not gonna be your star.
When I released the song, I did not pay attention to the song. There was the first verse and the second verse. In the process of mixing it, I reviewed the first verse and the second verse. So when I officially released the CD, it had that in there. It had the first verse twice instead of the first and the second verse. So whoever bought the CD got a wrong copy of the song. And I didn't realize my mistake until maybe 5 years later. And I was like, oh my god, Jesus. It did the first verse twice. And, Jesus. Wow. So I ended up having to re-release the CD. And I fixed it. And I should get it right for
This gonna be the thing that haunts your dreams. This gonna be the one thing that you fiend. This gonna be better than a drug you see. This gonna be everything you need. I would have been something better than this. I could have been, I guess I'm not. Tick-tock goes the clock, watch all the bodies drop. I should have helped, but I think
So one of the things that I like doing in Hollywood album, because I haven't seen the album, so I was carrying Hollywood apart. Putting stuff into glass. I wanted the music to have this kind of trance-like state. So I had an idea of the music for Hollywood. Rockstar, and I wanted to have like this trance-like, march-like kind of movement to it. Into listening to this, when you listen to it, you can kind of just make you zone, just bob your head. And that's what I wanted to do it, because that's what I wanted to do with most of the music on that album. I wanted to make you feel like you were kind of pre-programmed, like you were robotical in some sort of way, like you were more machine than person. Basically, in my viewpoint, what Hollywood does, it takes, something you are, your genuineness, and then plastic wraps it, makes it into something else. And it makes it into this machine, sort of, this trance-like, you don't have an identity, you have an image to worry about kind of thing. And I just want it to be very uniform and organized. And life is not that. Life is not uniform and organized. Life is nothing but chaos. And you have to kind of figure out how to live in the chaos. You guys should know the song. This is Winter is Coming. It was a diss track in regards to Necro G. There was actually a whole story behind this whole thing. With the Necro G thing, used to be a subscriber on my channel. He would leave a lot of comments. Pretty smile, all this stuff. He's a rapper or some stuff. I think somebody might have hacked his account, or they were trolling, pretending to be him. And it just got a little awkward. I was like, alright, you need to calm down. I don't care if you like me, you find me attractive, whatever. But comment down, dude. Just comment down. And so he started taking a lot of my clips and using it in his clips, and then taking my vocals and using it and looping it and dubbing it and sampling it and playing it in repeat or reversing it and using it as his own stuff. So I contacted YouTube about it. I had at one point asked you guys to diss me in a lot of my tracks, or in a few of my, not a lot, but in a few of my videos, because I wanted to see what you guys came up with. This guy kind of just took it too far. He did this video, and he did it after I told him to just kind of chill it out, stop it with the comments and stuff like that. Just tone it down a bit, man. Have some grace about it. He just took it a little bit too far. So once you go a little too far with me, if I'm gonna respond back, I'm gonna dig. So I looked him up. I looked him up on Facebook, Instagram, and everything. I looked him up. I saw that he had a girl. I looked his girl up. Saw that she had a black eye. She said she felt like she hit the doorknob or something. I mean, this whole track is a diss track, just calling him out, calling out how he was using my tracks and my vocals and samples from some of my videos. And when you say a word, play a word and put it on repeat. When you say a word, hit reverse and put it on repeat, which is what he was doing. And I listen to a lot of his tracks, and he's always like in the middle of him rapping, like, all right, he barely breathes. I mean, most of the stuff is just kind of like, all right, if you're gonna take the gloves off, then I'm gonna take the gloves off. Later on, he ended up coming onto the channel saying, that wasn't him. He doesn't know me, no issues with me, this, that, and the other. And I didn't really care enough. I still don't care, but pretty good track came out of it. I remember I wanted to record the music video for this. It was the first music video I had actually did in quite some time, like first official music video that involved editing and mixing and all that crap, and slicing and blending and all that. And we were going to do that. I was planning on doing that, and there was going to be all these sections of me walking in the woods for certain scenes and everything with Russian Romanoff and German, and Riley, rest her soul, the cat, and all that got put on hold because we ended up going to Ocean City for vacation, which I live streamed, and some of you guys were there for that, which is pretty cool. So what ended up happening to the music video is that I ended up having to rush that. It took me about a week to record the little bit of stuff that you guys got to see. I wasn't completely happy, and even to this day, I'm not completely happy with how it turned out. There are moments in the video where I'm like, okay, that's actually great. But then if you pay attention, you'll see that I just played the same thing from another section of the video, and I didn't like that. I don't like regurgitating the same thing. This song is called Sex. It's off the Secrets album. No, it's not. It's off the Hollywood album. Yeah, it's about how you use your sex appeal to make money, which is basically what all Hollywood is, a sex appeal. Sex sells. We're all guilty of it. Think about it. Look at TikTok. What do you see? Ass and titties. Ass and titties. That's all it is. We're all a bunch of sipping pieces of garbage, Make that money. I don't even care. I don't hate the game. I'm kind of jealous of it because if I looked the way some of these girls look, man, I'd be making a damn good dollar right now. I'd be making some money. But I don't. First with this. With this new job, I'm hoping to get this chip tooth fixed. Thank God. With Canada Dry, that's the job I was with. I did have good health insurance and dental and all. I just wasn't making enough to cover the copay and all the other stuff to fix it. So I wasn't able to get it fixed. So with this job, I'm going to be making pretty good money from what I'm hearing. And I'm looking forward to it. So this song is very grimy and just fucking, yeah. The guitar work in this song is actually done by Jeff. Did a pretty good job, man. It's grimy ass, like it's badass. So So in the lyrics, I'm actually saying, oh, she got that sex. I realize I put a gender to it, but that's because I'm a guy. I'm attracted to women. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. But you can basically replace that with whatever you're attracted to. It's about the sex appeal of another individual that, you know, whoever it is, man, woman, whatever, whoever, whatever you want to call it, or call the person, you know. It's about them using their sex appeal to get what they want. So that bum 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 is actually synth, and then violins as well. I layered those, and I was pretty happy about that. I thought it sounded pretty sexy. What's next? This song is Sex, Love, Drugs. This is off the Hollywood album. It was the other one that was going to be one of the singles. So it was Sex, Love, Drugs, Hollywood, and then Rockstar. You already heard Hollywood and Rockstar. Sex, Love, Drugs is actually written by an ex, or written, not by, but about an ex of mine. I thought I loved her, I wasn't. I loved the sex that was happening between her and I realized it was really toxic. And I went through a lot of crap with her. I stayed with her for a lot of crap I shouldn't have stayed for. A lot of mental abuse, a lot of emotional abuse. She did cheat on me. Cheated on me with a teacher that she was with before me, who actually ended up living in that corner. Got that later on. They actually lived on the corner from me, which was kind of messed up. Yeah, I went through a lot of stuff with her, and probably one of my most unhealthiest relationships to this day. I'll never forget it, just because of the trash that the fire that I managed to get through. When I was with her, she used to snort Percocets and chew on them and everything. I would go with her to meet up with whoever it was that she was buying stuff from. I was risking a lot of stuff in my life. I have a spotless background. I was going with her to these places. Again, this is in my 20s. I did a lot of dumb stuff. I got her this $3,000 chocolate diamond necklace to prove that I love her. I did a lot of stupid shit. And obviously I'm not like that. I realized I was addicted to the sex. It was the sex that kept me. And that's what this song's about. So if you guys aren't picking up on any of this, with my music, if you really listen to it, you can actually figure out a lot of my life. And lyrically, my stuff is very personal. Nasty song though. Sexy as hell. There's a video for this, very cheesy. It's a very Rob Zombie, old school kind of Rob Zombie 80s, 90s kind of music video. It's actually on that site. Let me see if I can bring up the actual video and I'll link it below. Give it a music video to check out if you want. Let's see. And there it is. It's got 603 views. So we'll put that in there. So it's very cheesy. It's like 20 years old, I think, so don't judge me. If you do, I still don't care. The hook was just catchy as hell. Sex, baby, love, baby, you're my perfect drug, baby. I was just checking social media. So one of my favorite parts of this song is actually the middle. It's got that little funk guitar, that Okay, so this song is actually on the channel. It's called She Said. It's from the Love Songs and Razor Blades album. It's about the nonsense you say to each other and you don't mean it. such, I want to say you don't mean it. Some people do. Some people genuinely do. But stuff like, you know, I'll love you forever, you know, to the end of time, I want to be with you, all that. Some people mean it, most people don't, because they can't predict the future. It's about the things you say, and then when it comes time to step up and show that you mean it, you get it. It's about those people. And again, I'm only writing it from one viewpoint because I only know one viewpoint. I only know what it's like to be with a woman. So take it as you want. I'll leave the link to this video. I released it through YouTube. I ended up getting a strike for this because I used it was supposed to be royalty-free video, or kind of royalty, or a copyright strike. But the video I used really kind of nailed the emotional intention behind it. So again, the hook was not written for this song. I stumbled upon a sample of this girl singing. And I was like, I really like the way she sounds. And what she's saying really kind of works with the overall vibe of the music. And, alright, my heart belongs to you. And I'm listening, I'm like, alright, that's what she said to me. My love will always be true. It's what she said to me. Yeah, alright, this could work. And I really liked it. Where are you now? My heart belongs to you. It really worked with it. And when I was writing it, I was like, damn, that's it. That's it. That fits perfectly to what I'm trying to get out of me. When it comes to writing lyrics, and I know some people sit there with a pad and pen, they write the lyrics down, but I'm reversed. I'll come up with music first, and I'll listen to the music, and I'll just have my eyes closed. And I may not even have a full track done. It'll be something as simple as a bass, a snare, or a bass drum, a snare, maybe a violin or a pad, and a bass line. And I'll sit there with my eyes closed. And I let it just tell me. I let it just tell me whatever it is it needs to tell me, and then I write it. And that's basically how I write my lyrics. So I'll be listening to it musically, and I'll just be like, most of the time I got my eyes closed, my hands on the keyboard, and I could sit there for hours, literally hours. I've sat on a computer working on music for hours, and I'll just sit there and I just write. And then the music tells me, and it sounds like I know it sounds like I'm really not. And the music just tells me, this is what you're supposed to say. This is what this is about. This is what needs to be said. This is what's in you. This is what needs to come out. And I'll sit there and I'll go, okay, all right, and I'll start, typing it down. And I'm like, well, where is this going? Where's this? Because every song I think tells a story. So where's the story going? And then it keeps talking to me. The music keeps talking to me. I figure it out. I don't sit there with the intention of writing an actual song lyrically, like, well, this song's going to be about this. No, I don't do that. I let the music tell me. I realize this sounds completely psychotic, but it's just the way I do it. Some people do it differently. My love will always be true. I'm sucking these lozenges down. Did you know apparently you can overdose on these Nicorette lozenges? Didn't know that. 2 milligrams nicotine. Okay, I don't know what this song's called, but I know it's from the Secrets album. It's an instrumental. This might be the Sleepless Hour. I think that's what this is. I believe James was doing the guitar work on this. No, I did some of the guitar work as well. So I did the bass line. I did all the music except for most of the guitar work. I did some of the backing guitar work on this. On the Secrets album, once I had James on board to do guitar work, I was like, all right, man, let's do this. Let's rock and roll, man. And then we got Jeff on board, and I was like, all right, let's get this going. I had an issue with James and Jeff both being in the same room because Jeff was living the rock star life before we were rock stars. And that's not a good way to come into music. If you're starting to work on music and you're like, man, I'm a rock star, hell yeah, that's not a good way to approach that thing, man. It's just, you wanna get to that status first before you start living like one. And that was the problem with Jeff. He really felt it. He really got into it. His stage presence was on point, man. He was up there. He was nailing it, man. James was kind of stiff, like, and it's like, dude, you need to, loosen up, be a little more fluid, man. You look a little stiff, homie. You got to loosen it up, dude. Let's go. Let's roll. And Jeff is just like crazy. I remember being on stage at Club XS, and one of the songs, he jumped up, and he's got his guitar. He jumps up, and he slams down, and he was wearing glasses, and his glasses went flying. So he's got Sean next to him on bass. James is on the other side. Jeff is there. Jumps up, comes down, and he's just rocking out. I'm right there. So let's see, I'm here. Jeff would be here, and then Sean would be there. So when he came down, and I'm already just jamming and rocking out, because it was a bridge. Nobody realized his glasses went flying off. I don't know how we didn't step on them, but we didn't step on them, and it was crazy. Like I think we that's on tape too. That might be on that one link, the first link. But it was just crazy ass show. What's next? Come on, what's next? I did a lot of instrumentals with Hollywood. Well, not Hollywood, Secret album. This is a new one. So this song's called Trippin'.
I hate to break the news.
So this song's actually about being used and backstabbed and everything, and basically just kind of being like, all right, man, whatever, do whatever you got to do, because I'm gonna keep doing me. I'm gonna keep doing what I got to do, and you can sit here and crap talk me. You can talk crap behind my back. You can bash me, name call me, do whatever you want, whatever makes you feel good at the end of the day, and I love you for it. Yeah, keep trash talking me, man, because you're just making me more and more relevant. Apparently I'm in your head so much that you cannot get enough of me. So by all means, bash me all you want. All you're doing is giving me more relevance. So keep it up. I ain't mad at you. And this bridge here is on point. I don't like this part though. This. The guitar work on this side actually really nice. It's got like this kind of bluesy kind of funk to it, but it's also got like this rock and roll kind of feel to it, so it's a perfect vibe. The beat is very driving, it's very grinding. Yeah, the synth is on point with this, and the vocals are pretty on point. I like them. Lyrics, I like them. Yeah, I like them. I really, a lot of tracks that I wrote on the time. So, if you pay attention to my music later on, and my later tracks, I have a habit of saying baby a lot. Like, I say baby a lot. I'm like, baby. I say it a lot.
I'm gonna do something dirty. Dirty. I'm gonna do dirty. I'm gonna do dirty. I'm gonna do dirty.
Yeah, it's got that grimy beat to it. Dig it. You can probably make a drinking game out of my later music. Like, love songs and Razor Blades album. I say baby a lot. Like you take a shot every time I say the word baby. Or yeah. Okay, so Christine, if you're watching the stream, you should know this one. I did release this. It's dirty. It's an unreleased track. I might update the lyrics. Okay, so lyrically, I don't know how I feel about this. The verses I like. I don't like the hook. The hook is just basically about sex. The verses are about me basically saying I need help and I don't know how to fix myself, so I'm just going to use you. And we're all guilty of it. I know when I was younger growing up, I was very much guilty of it. So we all are. You're supposed to grow. And I think I've grown a lot from where I used to be. And I don't think I like the hook. I want to fill you up, my little buttercup. So close your eyes, turn around, and open up, or something like that. Say something like that. I didn't think it was classy. I didn't think it really kind of fit. I didn't care too much for the hook. The hook isn't where it needs to be at. So like I said, I might rewrite it. I think I rewrote this twice, and I'm still not happy with the vocal, or not the lyrics. Beat's on point though. That beat is grimy. Now the girl that's talking in this, I think she was on Instagram, I think, or Facebook. Her name's Asphyxia Noir, Noir, and I think she's like an Instagram model. And I used to follow her, and I saw one of her videos, and she was like, "I'm gonna do something dirty." She was smoking a cigarette, and I was like, "Oh, that's hot." I like the way she said that. So I downloaded the video and I took the audio from it. I was like, I'm gonna put that shit in a song. I'm gonna put that in a song. And that's when I sat down and I took. And it's so weird because this song came about because of that one track, or because of that one audio line. And so I took the audio, put it in the beginning of the track, and I was like, where's this going? And then I just let it tell me what to do. And that's how this became born. I want to ease my pain, don't want to know your name. I want to touch you where God made us not the same. So it's about using sex in an unhealthy way to kind of get over whatever it is that's bothering you. And like I said, we're all guilty of it. What's next? Come out! The song Betrayed. This song is actually about the girl Rihanna I was telling you guys earlier about. Goth Punk. Her and I were really Goth Punk. So I wrote this song the very next day. So I got the pictures of her, and the t-shirt and all, and she had her exes when I got to the hospital and all that. And it just kind of crushed it. I went on back then in my mid-20s, I did not deal with things in a healthy way. I resorted to very dark time in my life. I resorted to alcohol and painkillers, and I'm not ashamed of it. I mean, maybe who I am today. I didn't realize these things today. So I resorted to alcohol and painkillers to kind of just deal with things, and I realized it wasn't the proper way to do it. And I used to collect Crow memorabilia, and I had this figure, Eric Draven, in like this glass container, and I remember just getting hammered drunk, just upset about this. Apparently I called her and left a bunch of angry ass voice messages. It says, fuck you, I'm cussing, F you, you're this, you're BITCH, I hope he hurts you the way you hurt me, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. I was just lashing out at her. It was very unhealthy. And I remember, because my roommate at the time was my guitarist, so I was just very unhealthy with how I handled things. I did not handle them like an adult, and sometimes nowadays I'm still guilty of not handling them the correct way. And I remember this Crow figure that was in this glass container, and I put my hand through it, just boom, so angry at it, and I ended up getting glass stuck in my where did I get that stuck at? I got it stuck right in here between my two knuckles here, and just big chunk of glass. I was like, oh, I was so hammered drunk. I just didn't even feel it. If you knew anything about me, then I loved my instruments. I loved my pro memorabilia, and apparently I was running steel toe boots and I started kicking the crap out of my keyboard. I was so angry, and you know, I was hurt and I slashed out. I didn't do anything bad to hurt. I can't hurt again. It's not in. Beat the hell out of everything around me though. Tore my apartment, just crap. Beat up most of the stuff I loved. Destroyed a lot of my property, my clothes stuff, broken instruments, drinks, this song is called The Cut. Everything by me, no guitars. This song is about my addiction to painkillers and thoughts of suicide. The video for this is kind of disturbing. It makes you kind of squeamish. I don't know if it's on that channel. It's linked. You'll probably see if it's on there. But yeah, it's about using painkillers as a means to escape and basically kind of flirting with suicide. Very, very dark song. Interesting thing about this song is when I released this is back when MySpace was still here. When I released this, I got a message from a person I didn't know. He thanked me for this song. I said, well, what do you think? Well, why? He goes, well, because of the song. I was contemplating doing this. And something about the song is coming upon myself too. But to make me realize that that's not the answer. And when I read this, I was like, that's actually a song. The song is telling you to do it. It's a very bad song. Like, this is telling you that, I can help you, I can do the thing you need. It's about addiction. It's about giving in. It's about giving in and giving up. Saved your life by all means. I mean, I didn't tell him that's what the song was about. I was just like, well, I'm glad it helped you. So back then, like, you could hear this, I can't make it, that kind of thing going on. So what I used to do is I used to layer vocals. So I would have my main my main vocals in the middle, but then I would like cup the microphone. I would like that, and I would shove one version of it in this ear, and then I would re-record it, and I would do it in a different kind of tone, and whisper it again, and shove it in this ear, and mix with the way I would mix it to where they would swing like this, in and out of each ear. So it would sound that, one tone this way whispered would swing to this ear and then back to this ear, and same with this one to this and back. And that album was actually meant to be listened to with headphones, so you could notice the little nuances. And heaven forbid if you were smoking weed or something, man, that would have messed your head up. I did an album called Music for Your Headphones, which was meant for you to listen with headphones on, to notice little things. And then when I listened to that album with headphones on, I was like, this is evil. This is the most evil thing I think I've ever recorded. This would mess with me. Wow. I mean, it wasn't satanic. Nothing I've ever done is satanic. I don't believe in that stuff. But it was just evil sounding. Just the way I created it and made it, and where I was going with it was just evil. This is off the Secrets album, I think. I already had this song playing earlier. No, this is this played already earlier. I don't know why I had this in there twice. This is actually, it's not Secrets. This is off Stories of a Sinner. It's about noticing things in the world, like I said, how people treat each other and everything, how disgusting we are as human beings to each other, how rude we are. So let's see if we might have just listened to every single song on this playlist. I don't know yet. It's about a 2-hour playlist, and it looks like we've been live for about 2 hours, so it might be everything. I want to see if this is the last track before everything. After this track, if this is the last one, then I'll just end stream unless you guys have questions. So again, with this track, what I ended up doing with the vocals is I ended up messing with the ears. with mixing it. So I wanted you to hear something over here, and I wanted you to hear something completely different over here. So at the end of the song, you hear tick-tock, the sound, the sound, the sound, tick-tock, the sound, the sound, the sound. And in the other ear, you hear nothing can save me, no one can save me, you can't save me, nothing can save me. So when you listen to them and you're not really paying attention, it sounds like it says the sound can save me, the sound can save me. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying several different things. But yeah, this played earlier. We might have listened to the whole playlist. I'll know in a minute. I don't know if Devil Girl played yet. When we recorded Devil Girl, it was this funky ass beat, and I wanted it to be so much better than what it was. It didn't end up that way. Oh, this is The Descent. Oh, nice. Okay. So this is an instrumental song. It's off of the Secrets album. There was an actual music video for this. What we ended up doing for this music video is we went to an abandoned building that we believed was haunted, and we just kind of took footage. And footage of us searching the whole place, first person view, obviously. And there was a couple scenes where you would see somebody in black walking up the steps, which was me, and checking out the upstairs and all. But we heard a noise, and this is legit. This is legit. We weren't faking or anything. We did hear a noise from inside the building. It scared the crap out of us. And we just got the hell out of Dodge. And so you see, we're running, we're just hauling ass. And we get outside and it's a close-up of the shot. So in the actual video, it's just us investigating and kind of being nosy in these abandoned buildings where it's haunted. And then us freaking out at the sounds of things. And we're running outside and the camera's shaking and we're watching the video. And it was pretty cool. The whole track is actually all me. Guitar work is me and everything. So I ended up taking synthesized drums, distorting them a little with a little regular electronic drums behind it, some pads, I believe, some synth, and then a guitar, maybe 2 or 3 different guitars. One guitar had a distorted effect, like this old school lo-fi sound from like 70s rock band kind of thing, and then like this kind of wobbly sound on the other effect. This one actually reminds me of 9 Inch Nails a lot. Yeah. I think it's my favorite instrumental. Oh, snap. Damn. Okay, so this song's called Automated Overkill. It's from the Dark Pop album from the Devil's Angels days, back before I had any band members. It was very electronic. It's got a very drum and bass sound to it, and very dancey. This builds. My only issue with this track is that it took too long to build. Yeah, I really like this. So it's going to build up to this one part, and then it's just going to stop, and then it's going to drop. And you can hear there's another drum section that's coming in. So back in my older songs, when it was mostly electronics, I layered drums instead of vocals. So I would have your main drum, but then I would take bass drums and mess around with the sound of them and have them doing this other sounds, other rhythm. And I like to fuse those together. I was working with a guy called Monty Steele from F&F Productions. I met him in college, and he had heard what I was doing with drum sounds. And he was like, I really like this. Like, this is something new. I haven't heard anybody do this. But I was actually inspired to do that from 9 Inch Nails. I noticed 9 Inch Nails had layered drum sounds, and I was like, no, that's interesting. What if you did more? So I was like, all right, and that's how I stumbled upon industrial music. I was like, wow, they actually do more. But what if you did more? So I was like, all right, I'm going to start layering drum sounds, different genres of drums, different sounds of drums, and just mess with them. And then I'm going to add other sounds to it, like glass and brooms or clicking, like, you know, wood tapping. I'm going to add all this stuff. So a lot of my older stuff is very experimental with the sounds, but it's very drum driven. Puffing. Yeah, it definitely dragged on too long. Now you can hear the layered drums. So you have like this drum and bass kind of sound, and then you have this distorted like boom, 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 boom in one ear. This song is actually from the Dark Pop album as well. It's called again, they're live artists at all. This is mostly electronic. This is why I'm still trying to find my sound. I'm getting real close to where I want it to be by this album. This is also before I started smoking, so you might be able to hear a difference in the vocals. But you can definitely tell it was more electronic driven than my later stuff. My later stuff ended up becoming a little more rock and roll. Hey, what's up? What's up, Lorenzo? I'm doing well, dude. I'm just kind of doing a live thing, and I talked about some stuff earlier, and I'm playing music and everything, and just kind of telling stories and the backstories behind the music and what went through my head, and what album it came from, and the story behind the song and everything. How are you? So I think it was like 23, I think. I recorded this song at an ex's college dorm room. She had a computer there. She had a Dell. Dude, it's a Dell. She had a Dell there, a Dell computer. And she was in class one day, and I recorded this song. And I was really happy about this song. That and a song called Deep Inside. So I don't even know what this was about lyrically. I gotta feed the disease. Gotta feed the disease. So it's I think it's I want to say it's angst, insecurities. Yeah, angst and insecurities. You're doing well. That's what's up, man. I gave you a shout out earlier. This song's called Numb. Sean is actually doing vocals on this album, or on this song. He's the verse. I do the hook. There's two versions of this. There's the original version and there's the remix. I think this is the original. So this is Sean singing in the beginning. But it's a pretty dope beat. It's very dancey, very electronic. So like I said, my older stuff is more electronic than my newer stuff. Getting the kid to bed, that's what's up, dude. So if you guys don't remember Sean's the skinny dude that did the old lady skit with me, that's Sean. He was also my bass player. Now the issue with his vocals is he was always too low. And he was kind of tone deaf a little too. I loved his lyrics though. His lyrics reminded me of Tool a little. And then I found out why, because he would listen to Tool music when he was writing them, and then I found out that while he was listening and writing these lyrics, he was actually writing the harmonization of Tool songs. And I think when you first start writing, everybody kind of does that. I know when I first started writing, I was doing Nine Inch Nails music, and actually I started doing my own thing. That's when I would sit down and actually write lyrics before doing music. And I was like, all right, I gotta stop doing that. Let me make my own music first, and then I'll write what the music tells me. As I told you guys earlier, that's how I do it. I make a beat, and then I write whatever the music tells me to write. And it sounds psychotic, but that's how I do it. I gave you a shout out earlier, Lorenzo. I don't remember if I talked to you yesterday or the day before. I'm just out of it. I don't know if I look tired at all. I'm a little tired. But yeah, I gave you a shout out earlier. I'm trying not to cuss. I've caught myself cussing a few times, and I'm like, cussed. I think not cussing on stream or just in my videos is going to be harder than not smoking. So the vocals for the hook in this, things aside, I cannot hide. Those things, that line there, that's me. And you can hear the difference in my vocals from when I was 20, not smoking, to now, after smoking, for like 20 years, So you can hear the huge difference. My voice got very raspier. Back then it was like, today it was like, it was higher. And nowadays it's raspier and lower. It's a sexy voice. Very poppy. And I noticed, I remember recording this. This is before I had a vocal effects processor pedal, where I can actually tweak the highs, the mids, and the lows in your vocals. Which is what, when you're recording in the studio, what they do. They tweak all that to level it out and balance it. So, on the program I was able to do that, but I didn't know how. So, this is before I knew how to do any of that. So, I think I hit voice to preset it to voice settings, because I'm singing with my voice, so I guess voice settings will work. And no, it didn't. It made it way higher. Okay, so this song is called Pain, Put Your Guns Up. I don't know why. So it's Pain and then parentheses, Put Your Guns Up. And it's just about dealing with pain, obviously. Just kind of dealing with stuff. It's also about hurting yourself. The bass in this is sexy. And so, like, vocally, it builds. Like, you can hear, like, what you gonna do? But it never delivers. It just builds, and then I go, or, breathe, or dig, or whatever the damn vocals are. So I build it up vocally, and then I don't deliver, just to let you down. But it's got a dope little beat on it. And I used echo a lot. I remember that. I used to use quarter echo. Damn it, man. And there I go cussing again. So musically, it had so much to offer musically, and at the time, it was very EDM. Very, very much EDM. I was going to the goth club a lot. I was listening to a lot of synth pop artists, like And One, and oh god, Nitzareb. They're more so industrial, but they had some synth pop stuff. A-pop Berserk, you know, stuff like that. I can't remember the one group. Wumpscut was more industrial, but groups like groups and bands like A-pop Berserk and One, stuff like that. I was listening to a lot for the goth club, so I really wanted to kind of imitate their sound. It did not go that well because my voice was not for that. So I take like you can hear it musically, like that little noise, that thing, that little synth sound. It's all fine and dandy, and I guess it fills. It's a filler sound. It doesn't sound complete to me. And it's from the Dark Pop album, so I think this is back. I was 23, I think, around the time, because it's during the same time as the Deep Inside song. And I was dating Kelly at the time. She was going to college and everything. So yeah, I was about 23. I was about 22, 23. That's almost 20 years ago. Musically, I've done so much better than this. Oh my god, I can't believe I put this on this playlist. You guys will crap yourself if you heard some of the stuff I originally did on the keyboard. Like, I sat there with like my fingers on like the drum, the bass drum, and the snare drum, and just hitting it, and then recording it on a pad, and then pressing play and playing it back, and then recording the piano and everything. It was horrible. Oh my god. I had a metronome trying to keep me in rhythm. It was bad. It was all around bad. And back then I didn't have a microphone. I didn't have a studio. So I had this keyboard. It was a Concermate 990. And sorry, it's the damn Nicorette thing. So I had this Concermate 990 keyboard, 2 speakers. And then I had this old school boombox with, you know, the 2 speakers there, but each speaker had a built-in microphone. So I'd set that speaker, the radio, or, you know, the boombox in front of the keyboard. I put a blank cassette tape back when cassette tapes were a thing. Y'all too old or too young for that. And I would hit, you know, record, and I'd press play, and I would just sit there in front with the beat playing, and I'd sing. And that's how I would do it. And if I wanted to layer my vocals, I would then load that into another cassette player or dual loading cassette player, play the beat from that on, play the one cassette that I recorded everything on and play that and record it on a blank cassette, which would record the vocals and the beat and everything from the one cassette, as well as my vocals that I'm recording now. It was really bad. It was so horrible. That's actually how I stumbled upon F&F Studios. They were like, dude, I like what you're doing. I was like, oh, cool. And I was just happy to hear about it. Okay, so this song's called This World Is Dead. It's off the Dark Pop album. There was an actual video for this. I can't find it anymore. It was not a nice video. In the video, it deals with a lot of bad stuff from the wars we do on each other. Hate crimes that we've done to each other. There's just a lot of lyrically, it's not a happy song. This is more industrial. I made my voice sound like a robot. I think I was using like Overkill that was built into the program. So I'm basically saying, you know, Mother Nature's mad at us. Everybody's got blood on their hands. We've done this to ourselves. We're killing ourselves. We're hurting our own kids. We're hurting each other. We're basically treating each other like crap over nonsense. The color of our skin, over, you know, our gender, or our beliefs, and it's stupid, it's ridiculous. That's what this whole song is about. Later on, I do another song off the Secrets album called, oh god, Death of a Dream, which is about the same thing, but it's a more modernized version. I have a few tracks where I talk about this kind of content and stuff, because this kind of stuff's always bothered me in the world. I'm pretty sure it bothers everybody. Some people, I don't know, I just feel like everyone should know this stuff by now. Just don't be crappy to each other. Okay, I'm on the internet. I can say whatever I want and it doesn't matter. I'm still a person, you know? That's still a person behind the screen. You're still Maybe they had a bad day. They don't need to hear your nonsense because you had a bad day. You want to take it out on someone else. You had a bad day. Take it out on a punching bag. You know, or, do something healthy. Write it down. At the end of the song, I'm like, at the end of the song, I say, hope is all I had. Hope is all I ever had. I like this world is dead. It wasn't just a dream, a dream of things to be. So it's basically me saying, everything I've seen in this world is complete trash. It's just a dumpster fire of madness. And we've already lost. We're gone. We're dead and gone. That's it. We're alive, but we're just basically ready to die. And it's not going to get any better. And then at the very end of it, I say, and maybe it's just a dream. And that's me still having hope, sort of. So maybe if we wake up tonight, we can just, I didn't have a song called Wake Up. This song is called Take Give. This is also with Sean. I believe this is about a breakup. From the Dark Pop album. Again, before I was smoking, my vocals were a little bit more treble. Very poppy. Yeah, very poppy. They combine like rock and pop. So this is actually one of the tracks I wanted them to play at Club Orpheus, which was the goth club I was going to. The only song I've ever actually had, I've had 2 songs played in clubs. They were in goth rock clubs. One was played over continuously at the Vampires Ball in Pennsylvania, and it was our cover of Closer by 9 Inch Nails. And it wasn't really a cover, it was more of a reimagining of the song Closer. I wish I would have mixed that song down better. Damn, this song's good. This song's heavy, it's driving. And then we had Numb play, and Club Orpheus, and then The Betrayed. And the only reason the song The Betrayed off the Secret album was played at Club Orpheus is because I was DJing that night. And it was right after that breakup with that girl. And I knew she was going to be there. And I know that's bad. I know I shouldn't have done it, but I couldn't help it. I was vindictive little crap. So she's out on the floor, and Scott Club, anything goes, man. We used to have this dungeon in the club. They call it the dungeon. So you go down there and they chain you up to this crossing, and they whip you and all that. Kinky. And it was a lot of fun. And I used to go down there and just watch. It was kind of cool. But I was DJing at the club that night, and I was like, all right, I got something for you. I got something for you, woman. So she's out there dancing, and she knew I was still pretty hurt about the breakup. And she's out there dancing, being all sexy and shit. Damn you for being sexy. But she took it a little bit too far. She started like pulling off clothing, and the next thing I know, she's out there with just bra and panties on the dance floor. It's a goth club, anything goes, whatever. And I was like, all right, I got something for you. And I went up to the DJ booth. I was like, let me hit this next one. So the DJ knew me. I mean, everybody knew me at the club. And I was like, all right, man, let's see what you got. And I went up there, I put my CD in, and I played this track, and she's out there on the floor just tearing it up. And she's there with some girl. She starts making out with this girl, basically dry humping her, like right there in the middle of the floor. And when the song was done, I'm coming down the steps, and she looks at me, and she just smiles, and I just looked at her, I went, did you like the song? She's like, yeah, I did. I was like, good, because it's about you. And it was a horrible song. I basically called her out for cheating on me, and just all that. I just called her out. It was horrible. I walked outside feeling like a pimp. I was outside smoking a cigarette. I was like, yeah, I got you good. So horrible. So childish. This is called The End of Days, I think. It's basically, I quote Charles Manson in this. I'm the devil here to do the devil's work. And it's basically about humanity. Watch it rise, watch it fall, come and see the death of all. I am the devil here to do the devil's work. Yeah, this is about humanity in my eyes. How crappy we are to each other, and how we enjoy watching people fall from grace, and we enjoy watching people suffer and go through trials and tribulations that they go through. We're sitting there judging them for something better. That's what this song's about. Coming to the death of all is not about the death of everything that we know, but the death of what that person could have been. The death of The death of someone that could have been more. The death of potential and hope, essentially. So the synth in the background sounds very carnival-like, which was the point of it. That's the "I am the devil, here to do the devil's work." That's the Charles Manson quote. It always I said that quote, and I know it's Charles Manson because I heard him say it in an interview, and I'm not a Charles Manson fan, by no means, but that quote just kind of stuck with me. And then I heard it in the movie The Devil's Rejects with Rob Zombie, and I was like, I'm going to use that in a song one day, and I did. And I was very big on making things sound creepy. So I took a music box and I messed with the pitch bend on it. Okay, yeah, I just kind of hold that note and I mess with the pitch bend. Maybe a little bit too long. Probably should have ended this song a few minutes ago. And then I just kind of held out the violins for creepier effect, which is cringe. This is an instrumental off of the Secrets album. I think this is called The Truth Is Far Behind. It's got a very chill vibe to it. So this is James on guitar, me on bass. I do the drums, I do the pads and everything else. The only thing band members had did was whatever instrument they were assigned, essentially. So when Sean came on board, I showed him how to, I mean, he already knew how to play bass, but I showed him, the bass lines. Anyway, this is, where my fingers were on my frets. This is what it was. This is the overall groove of it. Whenever Sean came over, he never recorded anything bass-wise. Any kind of recordings like what you hear right now, that's actually me playing. When we did shows and songs live, that's when Sean would be there, and it wasn't always guaranteed. So sometimes we would just have the DJ play the beat, and the DJ would have the beat, the synth, the bass line, and we would just have Jeff up there with his guitar doing the lead, and James up there with his guitar doing the rhythm. And Jeff wanted to do the rhythm a lot, but Jeff couldn't hold rhythm. So I was just like, all right, man. And Jeff was usually messed up most of the time. Jeff was going through a very dark part of his life. Oh, not yet. So yeah, this lead part here that James came up with was very spur of the moment. I think this was his second take when he recorded this, because the first time we heard it, we're like, all right, that's it, that's that shit right there, that's that stuff right there, And I was like, all right, well, let's play it back. The first recording was a little off time, and I remember sitting there, and I'm like, no, because I would sit there and I would watch the markers. I'm like, all right, so certain notes you would have to hit at certain times, and I'm watching each marker, and I'm so many times, and I know that man hated me. I'm like, no, you're off a beat. Nope, you're off a hair. Nope, you're off a hair. Nope, you're off a hair. And we recorded over and over, like hours and hours upon hours. It had to be perfect. It had to be on beat. I know he hated my guts. I was the same way when I was recording myself, though, too. Okay, so this song's called The Start. There was a music video to this. I don't know what happened to it. I think I just lost it. There's two versions of this. One version has the guitar work that James did to it. The original version, there was no guitar work. The original version is just piano, bass, drums, and vocals. Okay, so this is the version with James with guitar. This song is actually about my rejection of religion. It's about me just kind of realizing where I'm at in my life. I seem to get away from the things that are always haunting me. Basically meaning my own thoughts, my own feelings, my own emotions, my own actions, and like basic science, each and every reaction. Each reaction has an equal and opposite reaction. It's basic cause and effect, and that's what this song's about. It's about me refusing to understand that the nonsense that I'm going through in my life, I've actually done to myself, and I need to man up and take accountability and responsibility for my own actions, or lack thereof. And in the song I talk about, I went to church, I even prayed, but inside I wasn't me. And that's basically me saying, I thought if I believe in God, or I ask for forgiveness, and I'm just like, hey, I'm sorry, and I'll make things better. That was my approach to religion. I'm sorry, make it better. And I thought by doing all that and just kind of coming out and doing all that, God would just go like that and make it fix everything. And it's just really dumb. It's really dumb. The only way to fix things in life and fix things in your life is to kind of do it yourself. If you want to be a better person, you actively work on being a better person. You do the things that a good person should do. You don't cheat on someone, you don't lie to someone, you don't steal, you don't screw somebody over for your own gain. These are things that you do as a good person. You don't do those things, or things that you don't do to be a good person. It's basic common sense. And back then, in my early 20s, I was going through a really bad bout of depression. Again, I think I told you earlier in the stream that I was dealing with really dark thoughts. I was drinking a lot. I was on painkillers. I was taking a lot of painkillers. I was harming myself, and I just wasn't taking accountability for any of the stuff. I was looking for something to blame it on, and not realizing that I was the reason it was all happening. Now, we did this song live. One of the links that I left in chat, you can see the live version of the song. Really, really good stuff. I ad-libbed at the end of it. Comes off very religious. In the moment, it was Heavenly Father, please forgive me for the sin that I've become, which I think is kind of ironic, because we were still called the devil's angel, and yet I said sin again. And I don't really talk about sins. And so right there, I was like, all right. I just thought it was kind of ironic, and not ironic, but funny that we went from being called the devil's angel to something I'm not, aka sin. I think James did a bang-up job on the lead guitar work on this. Now, the lead guitar work was actually inspired by the bass, because originally the guitar work was not in this. So everything that you're hearing the guitar do, that was originally the bass. So you would have your solid bass line, no distortion, and then I would put distortion on the bass and play on the higher strings, the thinner strings, whatever. I don't know what they're called. I'm not a professional, but I would play on those, and I would use that for the leads and to really kind of drive the song. So everything you're hearing the guitar actually do, James actually watched me play bass and said, all right, I can do that on the guitar, let's do that. And that's how that came about. Originally, this was just a drum, bass, and piano song.
What's new in the world today? Hey, what's new in the world today? Hey, what's new in the world today? Hey, look at me, mom, yeah, I'm on TV. What's new in the world today? Hey, what's new in the world today? Hey, what's new in the world today?
Okay, so this song is called Today. There's actually two songs. Back when I was in the Devil's Angel, I had a song called
What I see,
it started out with the actual
something that begins with a letter.
and then there's this song called Shit.
They wear the hair, and I
It's about the Hollywood album. It's just about, getting the hottest item out there, being up to date on all the trends, being as cool as trendy as freaking possible, and you want to be the next big thing, best thing, you always want the next big thing, you want to make sure that you're always on top of what's hot this week.
What's new in the world today? Hey, what's new in the world today? Hey, what's new in the world today? Hey, look at me, mom, I'm on TV. What's new in the world today? Hey, what's new in the world today? Hey, what's new in the world today? Hey,
my mom actually likes this song. She did mine. I let her do it. She really liked that one. Hard. That was really small. Now Jeff is the one that's doing guitar work on this. So it's his guitar work and his lead guitar work. It's the one who's telling me what it is. So Tommy's off. I mean, I'm Tommy's off too. But it's got some funk to it. It's got some blues. Yeah, It's got some blues in it.
Everybody sounds the same to me, singing the same notes, the same beats. Whatever happened to diversity, where you'd always hear something new each and every
So
week?
the drum on this is actually several different drums. It's a regular, it's a hip hop drum in the background. It's dark cold. Dark cold. I don't know what it is.
Jealousy, lust, and beat and greed. We want what they
But I like
have
it.
and
I
everything
like
we
it.
see, and we can't help it, but we
And
vibe
then there's
off
rock
the beat.
drums
So
that I
what's new,
programmed
what's hot
myself.
this week?
It really just kind of
What's new in the world today? Hey, what's new in the world today? Hey, what's new in
the
the
problem
world
is not problem, but the thing with Jeff is when we first recorded this, he kept trying to do all this fancy crap on the guitar. I'm like, bro, with me, you gotta keep it simple, you know? Use the kick snap. Shine on the solo. But for the riff, man, I want to hear some chugs. I want to hear riffs, you know? Keep it simple. Because I want it to be in people's heads. So, dun dun. Think Limp, and I hate to say it, Limp Bizkit has some pretty simple riffs. And Wes Borland, the guitarist for Limp Bizkit, is friggin' amazing. He's an amazing guitarist. But his riffs, man, his riffs were on point. His riffs were on point. And then he would shred on the solos, man. So this is very like open down the neck of the guitar. Oh, that hurt. Let's see what's next.
She's gone, like the days are long. She's not there,
What is this?
just a cold blank stare.
This is where the Wild Things roam. This is off the Hollywood album. The song's actually it's not about anyone in particular. Because it's on the Hollywood album, so it's just about my viewpoint of Hollywood and what people do to sacrifice themselves to become famous. So I had in my head this girl who really wanted to be known, really wanted to be famous. I mean, it's not based off a real person. It could be any woman who could want to do this, or man, And just the stuff she has to sacrifice, basically selling her moral code, or just doing things that she shouldn't be doing and she doesn't want to do just so she can be famous. And I know back in the 80s, 70s, and probably 90s and early 2000s, women did a lot of stuff that they're not proud of just to make it big. And it started coming to light as of late, the last few years. It started becoming a little more known with Weinstein, I believe his name is. I don't remember his first name. Harvey, I think it's Harvey Weinstein. All these women started, all these women started coming forward about him, and just, and I'm kind of glad it got to that, because that's basically what this song's about.
She's gone. She went all wild things roam. She far from home.
So the sample that's actually in this Beautiful Thing, Taking You Away, it's basically in my head when I heard the sample. I was like, okay, I imagine this would be, because I made the music first and then I heard the lyrics. So in my head when I heard the sample and I was listening to music, I was just like, wow, this is basically like when you're trying to be in your head and you're like, okay, you're just telling yourself something to get you through whatever crap that you're about to do that you don't agree with. And a lot of people do that. They do a bunch of crap they don't agree with, just to kind of get from point A to point B and provide for themselves and just where they want to be, where they would like to be. Not everyone does, but a lot of people, a good chunk of people, I believe anyway. And this sample in my head was the person telling himself, back and forth, to be with the thing taking you away. And it's just kind of getting your mind to relax a little so you can do whatever nonsense you need to do. It's really sad when you think about it.
Taking me away.
The lead guitar on this is spotless. song text. Okay, so this is just an instrumental that I came up with. It was never released on any kind of album. Like I said, I've probably hundreds of instrumentals that I would do, and it would never go anywhere. So when I'm working on music, not every song gets lyrics. Sometimes I'm like, that's really good as it is. I don't need to add anything to it. It's not telling me to add anything to it. This is perfect the way it is. And I never finished this. It's just unreleased. It's just an unreleased instrument. It's an unreleased instrumental that I really like the way it sounded better. It's the piano. And I love piano. So the violins are kicking me out. So as I said earlier, I think piano and violin are two of the most beautiful instruments I've ever heard. So when I was working on music myself, I tend to use piano and violin in a lot of my tracks. It drives a lot of my tracks. It kind of just, I feel like it really sets the mood of either happiness, sadness, or aggressiveness. And you can do so much with these instruments and just create so many kind of different moods. And so I like to combine those two. I think they really complement each other a lot.
I began to float.
And then when you combine them in a certain way and you add like just really driving drums, from bass drums to tom drums, like you could really paint a beautiful picture, like one hell of a picture or a story for you to just imagine in your head.
Taking me away.
Okay, so this song's called Away. This is off of the Love Songs and Razor Blades album. There's an actual music video for this. You could check one of the links on the side, or just look for S1N, the number 4ME on YouTube, and you'll find the site. So this is off the Love Songs and Razor Blades album. This is all me. Again, going through a really bad depression during this. It tends to be the theme on most of my music. Manic depressive though, are you shocked? So, this song's actually about this. When I wrote this song to say goodbye. This was my goodbye. I was kind of done with everything. That's what this song's about. A lot of people don't know that. When I wrote this song, I was in tears writing this song, from writing it musically to writing it lyrically and then recording it. So when I made this video, I wanted it to be a happy video. So in the video, I take a lot of footage from band rehearsals and just moments in my life with friends and family, and I shove it in this video. Just a lot of happy times. I had a plan. And I'm able to laugh at it now. I don't mean to laugh at it like it's funny, because it's not funny. I was going to just end myself after the song and after releasing it and after releasing the video. This was my goodbye to everybody. This was me telling my friends and my family I'm gone. This is it. And this is what you'll remember me by. Here's a montage of memories for you guys. And that was the point of the music video. That was the point of the song. It's a very sad song. I can't really listen to the song nowadays. Just because I know my mindset back then, and sorry, I keep doing it. I'm sorry if that's loud. I still battle with those thoughts now, but it's not prominent, I think is the word. It's not as in the front of my head, because I realize, it's just a demon. It's just something messing with me. So, yeah. This song was up there. Beautiful song. It's just it's about me being sick of everything. I kind of just gave up. The hook is "Take Me Away." Now won't you take me away? I hate this world we have today. I hate this world we have today. So won't you take me away? Take me away. The vocals, not the vocals, the lyrics for the first verse and the second verse are basically the same. I just switched around some of the lines. I changed some of the order that it went in because it was very short. It was a letter, honestly. It was just a short letter. Very short and to the point. And I said, you know what, let me just make a song. And I was working on the track already. And it was really pretty, the track was, and I just noticed that it happened, what I started writing just happened to kind of go with it. So I started rewriting it, and I was like, all right, well, this works. Okay, all right, well, then let me record this. And then I recorded it, and I was like, well, let me make the montage video, and let's just, let's do what we came to do. And then after recording it and making the video, I actually sat and cried for a while. And I mean, obviously, I ended up not doing it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, my sister had caught me hurting myself. So yeah, it is a pretty dark time.
The world's most shocking monster.
By Prince L. Okay. This song is called By Prince L. It's off the Hollywood album. Basically, the bash against Hollywood, as usual. I mean, that's what the whole album was about. It's about the media taking something that isn't, when something is this, and then the media says, well, yeah, it's this, but we're going to make it look like this, and then we're going to sell it as this, and then us as society going, it's whatever you said it was, media, and, doing whatever you got to do to make $1 and to sell your magazine, to pump up your ratings on your news. That's basically what this song is about, how we just kind of suck it up without thinking twice about it, without thinking for ourselves. We just believe whatever's shown in front of us.
Johnny gave a reason. Take off all your clothes, sex and bills will get you known. It's okay, it's like a dream when you feel real bad things to an ease and tell that shit.
And I don't think a lot of people realize how often we do that. How often we look at these or go to whatever it says, whatever channel you watch, whether it's Fox 45 News, Channel 2, 11, 13, whatever channel you watch, CNN. You sit there and you watch it, everything seems right, it's factual, and you don't bother doing the homework for yourself. You just believe whatever nonsense is and whatever the tabloid says, whatever the newspaper says, you just believe it to be 100% friggin' factual. And we're just sitting there sucking it up, and we're just like, yeah, okay, I believe that. Why not? I don't want to think for myself. It's just easier if you tell me what to do. And that's what this song's about. That beat is, it's grimy.
3,
That snare.
2, 1.
More enjoyment of the good things of life.
That's nasty. Put some stank on it. Wow. Alright, so this song is, this song's called Bring It Down. It's from Love Songs and Razor Blades. Surprisingly enough, this song is not about a breakup or any heartache or any of that. It's just about living. It's just about living your life and telling everybody to F off and just doing what you got to do to enjoy your life. It's got this groovy kind of driving guitar riff. We all die. It's a part of life. Might as well raise hell tonight. So fingers in the air like I don't care. Very, very short song, but very straight to the point. I remember when I first recorded this track and I listened to it, I was like, damn, I did not think this was going to come out like this dope, this sick sounding. And I would just sit there, because whenever I write a track and whenever I record a track, I listen to it at first, and usually I'm just kind of so stoked that I wrote a song. I'm like so pumped, and I'm just like, yeah, it's the best thing ever. And I've learned that you should not release a song when you first write it and record it, because it doesn't mean it's the best song ever. What it means is that you're just, when you're that amped up, it just means you're proud that you finally got something out of you. And many a time I've released a track and I was like, that was kind of trash. That was kind of trash. So when I recorded this, I listened to this for like a week straight, just jumping and pounding and pumping to it. I was like, oh yeah. And I'd rock out to this at work. I let people hear it at work, and other people started telling me like, this is pretty grimy, man. I like this. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. Maybe I'll release it. And that's how it ended up being released. That's like the song Bye Bye, which is now on the YouTube channel. I wasn't going to release that at all. I didn't know how I felt about it. I was just like, I was stoked I finally got a feeling out of me and something out of me after so long. And I was like, all right, man. After sleeping on it for like 2 or 3 days, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to release this. I let a few people listen to it. They're like, all right, that's what's up. That's that shit right there. That's what's up. I'm like, all right, I'm going to release this stuff. So right after that, I released the track Trippin'. I let a few people hear that. They're like, dude, this is nice. I'm like, all right, I'm going to release that now too. And then I came up with a new track, which is Untitled, but I haven't recorded the vocals yet. I got to come up with the title of it soon. But I released that, or when I record the vocals to that, I'm probably going to go through the same process. I'll release it to a few people, have them listen to it, tell me what they think of it. You know, if vocals need to be turned up or down, and then I'll decide if I like it or not, and then I'll release that. I gotta fix my chair. Oh my god. Maybe I'll treat myself to a new computer chair. Okay, so this song is called Broken. This song is called Broken. It's about depression for obvious reasons. There was no guitar work for this song. This was just all bass, drums, piano, and pads. And then James came along. It's off the Secrets album. And he was like, all right, I'm going to compliment that bass line you got. It's a pretty wicked bass line. And then I'm going to add a little bit of vocals, some ha-ha-has at the end. We're going to really amp this bitch up. And that's what we ended up doing. The piano line on this is just, so sad. It's beautiful. Boom, boom. Now, again, James only did the guitar work. I did the drums, the bass, the piano, the violins, the vocals, the lyrics. That was another thing that I had an issue with when it came to finding actual band members. I needed to find people that basically was okay following direction. And I'm a bit of a control freak when it comes to music, because especially if it's something that I've created from scratch. And with Sin and the Devil's Angel, these were an idea that I created in my head. And it had to sound a certain way, it had to capture a certain emotion. It had to be what I wanted it to be, or it wasn't going to be anything at all. And I realize it comes out very controlling, but I had a vision for it, and I had a purpose for it. It was my child, so to speak. It was my thing. So if you wanted to get on board with it, you needed to be okay with me telling you, not this, not that, this. And because I don't play guitar, you had to basically, if you were going to come over with a guitarist, you had to basically figure out what I was trying to tell you. And I would sit there and I'd be like, no, it's like da-dum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-dum, da-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-dum. And you would have to figure that on guitar. And then I would just, you got it, that's it. No, we're gonna record it, that's perfect. So that's basically when it was like recording with me. And then I would sit there and I would tweak it, and I would go, no, you're off time. No, re-record. And because the beauty of it is I wanted to get everything done on one take. I wanted everything done one full take straight through. I didn't want to record section. I hate recording sections. It just takes too long. And with Jeff, when Jeff came on board, that's one thing I learned I had to start doing. I had to record in sections with Jeff because he would just figure out everything as we were piecing it together. So with Jeff, I had to change my recording style. I had to go from, no, we're going to record this all together, one playthrough. So learn your damn line. But it was kind of an a-hole move because they were coming up with the rhythms and the lines. If I didn't have one in my head, they were coming up with it, and I would listen. I'm like, no, that's it. That's what the music's saying. The music's saying, and that's it. So we're going to record that. And they'd be like, I don't know how, just play it. So it ended up being me just playing the beat and letting them riff to it, and then we would backtrack to it, and then we would have to figure it out that way. So this is James at the end doing the ahs. Okay, so this song's called Burn. It's from Love Songs and Razor Blades. Again, most of these tracks are on the on this channel under the Sin playlist. So this song is from the Love Songs and Razor Blades album. Again, it's called Burn. And the first verses, I must have been out of my head to think like that. Looking back, never thought I'd be the one who cracked. A slip and slide, yeah, the lies came falling out, and all at once everything came crashing down. Now burn, baby, burn. A lesson in life and love, and a lesson in life and love and hate and pain, ashamed to see. Yeah, a lesson in life and love and hate and pain, ashamed to see, and burn, baby, burn. So it's about falling victim to someone's lies and just highlight reel that they give you. And I think once people realize that people do that and they can see through that, they'll be a lot happier. I'm at the point in my life now where I don't bother giving a highlight reel. Think about it, every time you go on a date with somebody and then you're with them, you fell in love with them, you fell in love with an idea of what you thought they were because they told you, for so long they like this, they like that. Oh no, I like hiking. Then you find out 3 years later they actually hate hiking. That's because they showed you a highlight reel. They wanted to just be with someone, whether it was the right person or not. And I don't do highlight reels. And I think a lot of people do highlight reels when it comes to dating. And I'm past that. I don't do highlight reels. Screw highlight reels. It's a waste of time. You're wasting my time. I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting your time. And if you're highlighting, highlight reeling me, you're wasting your time, you're wasting my time. Just shoot for the hip, tell me straight from the get-go, and that way if this is going to work, it's going to work. And if it's not, we can just crisp high-five each other and move on with our life. And that's basically what relationships are like for the most part. It's very rare people are very upfront and honest with you from the get-go. And basically that's what this song's about. It's about me realizing after the fact that, I fell victim to a highlight reel. I think the only part of this song I don't like is the play your game. I don't like that part. It's got a very groovy feel to it. I don't like the let's play part either.
Nothing more. I'm tired. I've got to go to sleep. There are many things left for tomorrow.
I was kind of caught in the moment when I was recording it. Sometimes sometimes I ad lib and stuff, and I just let it slide. So what song's next? Maybe Empty. Empty is one of my favorite songs.
I'm just a digital face. I'm just a physical waste. Why must I endure this? Every day's the same. I can't take it. Make me, take me. Come on and break me. Smash me apart.
This is Bye Bye.
I'm on my way down. Yeah, I'm on my way now. Is this where
So this is the new song. Again, on the channel. I think this already played though. I'm not really sure. But this is the newest song that I did. Maybe 2 or 3 months old. Interesting fact about the song in the middle. In the middle of the song, you hear what it sounds like me crying, and it's because I am crying. I ended up having to redo that middle section a few different times. The first time I recorded that, I was just in tears crying, and I didn't think I was going to cry. It just kind of happened. And I was like, shit, that sounds like a mess. I can't make anything out of this. So I re-record the whole thing. I re-recorded the whole thing several times, so I managed to get through that middle part without crying as much.
every day I wake up and I try? Wouldn't it be easier if I died? I'm only good for a fuck. Broken hearts aren't good to love. Why must I feel this way? Every day's the same. I can't take it. Take me, fuck me. You're never gonna want me. Tear me apart, 'cause you're never gonna love me.
I don't like the way I say wake up. Sounds like I say wake up, bake up. Sounds like I say bake up. Wake up. Like my bottom lip is stuck in or something. It's weird. It works with it. It's got like an accent to it somehow. The song is essentially how I feel right now. I feel like I'm not. Just from everything I've gone through in my life, I feel like I'm not good enough for people anymore. It's just, I feel like I'm damaged. I just feel like I'm damaged goods, honestly. You know, I've accepted my baggage. I've, for the most part, put my baggage down, but I kind of feel like I'm not for anybody anymore. And I feel like people just want to, excuse my language, fuck me. I'm good enough to fuck, but I'm not good enough to keep. And honestly, that's how I feel nowadays. Just because I'll start digging on somebody and I'll be really into them, and they give off that image or that idea that they're digging me. Like they do all the signs, you know, take out body language, and words and actions and everything. And then you find out they don't like you. They don't even have those thoughts and shit. And he was just sex to him. You're like, well shit, why didn't you fill me in on that? Like I thought you were digging on me and stuff. Like there was a bunch of future. And I'm just at the point where that's basically what I feel like nowadays. I feel like I'm just good enough to fuck, but I'm not good enough to keep. That's what the song's about. I'm just kind of sick of it. You know, it's enough to break a person. So this song is called Can't Take It. The song is just basically drums, violins, and machines. It's just a bunch of machines. There's drills and just random hydraulic machine sounds and everything. It kind of drags on. It's very repetitive. It was off the... It wasn't Triad. I think it was off Secrets. I think it was a hidden track on Secrets. Yeah, Triad was still very electronic dance music. But it's definitely repetitive. Like, I'm serious, it's repetitive as hell. I kind of wish I could fast forward this song because it's going to be a lot of I can't take it, I can't take it, can't take it, I can't take it. It's going to be a lot of that crap. It's very repetitive and it overstays as well. And lyrically, it's about being able to not escape yourself. Realizing that you're in your own damn way, and you see that you're in your own way, and you want to get out of your own damn way, and you're like, okay, well, I need to fix this. I need to get away from me. But at the end of the day, you realize, you know, you're kind of always stuck with yourself because you are you. So that's what the song's about. Just kind of getting comfortable in your own skin and being okay with who you are, and whatever you're not okay with, changing for the better. And realizing that the parts of you that you can't take, you need to change. I think the only thing that changes in this song is the progression of the drums. I'm constantly progressing those drums. I can't believe, like I said, it overstays its welcome. I'm just kind of over the song already, and I can't fast forward it. Sounds like it's fading out. That's basically all I have to say about the song. It was just too long. So this song is Crybaby. It is from the Love Songs and Razor Blades album. I told you my recent ex, loved Girl on Fire and Crybaby. These two songs are about a woman who lies to her man or significant other and cheats on him. And I wrote these songs are not about my ex. I wrote these songs about, these songs are not about my recent ex. I wrote these songs about an ex, yes, but it wasn't my recent one. And she liked this song, and she loved Girl on Fire, which should have been like red flags, you know. Oh, I love these songs. And then she ended up cheating. I do like this song. I think the middle part of this song, the bridge, really needed to be worked on. There was something else that needed to be there. I just didn't know what else to do there musically. I couldn't figure it out, and I was pretty happy with where it was in general. So I kind of just left it at where it was. I love the the guitar work on this could have been better. I'm not even sure the artwork I'm going to do for the new album that I'm working on. I think I'm going to title the new album soon. I think I'm just going to do a self-titled album. I don't think I've ever done a self-titled album. I might have it self-titled, or I might call it A Beautiful Disaster. I really do like this song. I'm turning the volume down. Sorry. He is not a righteous. Yeah, I think it was a perfect fusion of rhythm, from the music of rhythm and poppiness, and at the same time rockiness and vocals. Definitely got a mainstream vibe to it. What's next? Death of a Dream. I mentioned the song earlier. When we heard the song, This Girl Is Dead. Death of a Dream was a modernized version of it. This is what James' 2016 album. It's basically how we have to wake up I don't like you because you got the vaccine. I don't like you because you did. Crapping each other. Which I think is kind of funny. I got a message from somebody. She's all on my YouTube channel that I got the vaccine and we got along. A lot of likes. She got my sense of humor. And she said she's on my YouTube channel and I got the vaccine. And she said, well, judging from that video, I don't think we're gonna get along. Our beliefs aren't the same. I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, well, you got the vaccine. I don't. I was like, okay, and I think you're denying a relationship because somebody got a vaccine and you did, am I going to help the point? If anything, you should have it on Friday. If the vaccine prevents it or helps prevent it or whatever, what does it matter if I got the vaccine or not? If I did, I should be saying if you did. You don't want to get it, fine, don't get it, I don't care. I did. Who cares? Just find dumb as shit to judge somebody. Our beliefs aren't the same because you got the vaccine and I did. You're an idiot. This song's got balls on it. So, like I said, James did the guitar work on this, and he nailed it out of the park. He does have vocals in this. I think it's the middle part. I don't know how long I can do this. Don't know if we will make it. Not sure number to turn 2. But besides, find the truth. That's James. So originally, what we wanted to do is, I wanted to take the song "Ring Around the Rosie" and apply like a rock feel to it. If I'm not mistaken, the song, the child lullaby, "Ring Around the Rosie," is a plague or something. It's about some sort of disease. That's what the child song is about. It's not a nice song. We have it as a child song, and I wanted to take that and apply it into a music form. Song's nice. Demo. So this song's called. This song is called Demerol, and okay, yeah, this song is called Demerol. There's no guitar work in it. Oh no, there is. Done by me. The bass line is what drives the song, which is done by me. It's supposed to be synth and drums. This song, Demerol, is actually about my addiction to painkillers. And I'm not related when funny enough. I was getting those painkillers from the guitarist, James, the guy I was living with. And I chew those damn things like candy and just write music. And just so I didn't have to deal with emotions and feelings and all that nonsense. And I was in my 20s, young and stupid. So that's what the song's about. It's about being addicted to So they say, we're here to help you and to take this in. So trust me, Justin. Trust me. The hook is actually inspired by Michael Jackson's song called More. In the middle of his song, he says something like, slow part in the middle of the song with the piano, there's the word trust. And I really like that part of the song. So that kind of matches what I'm doing. Alright, see what happens. And boom bam, I ended up coming up with that hook. However, the only thing I don't like about the song is the way I say trust in me, trust in me. I'm like, Jack! And I hate the way I sound doing that. I put too much emphasis on those words. It comes off crazy. But it's got a poppy feel to it, man. That bass line is just that bass line is just like, oh, sexy. Can be your savior. What song is next? Devil Girl. Okay, so Devil Girl was actually written by an Exits off the Secrets album. A lot of my songs are written about exits. Either exits or depression. I can't remember which exit it's written about. Goth Girl. And, yeah, I think it's either her or Rihanna. But yeah, they were written about. This song was written about one of them, and it basically realized that there's nothing wrong with me. I was there. I was supportive. I was loving. I was content. I was affectionate. But they just weren't ready for a relationship. They still wanted to go out and be young. I wanted more sturdiness and stability in the relationship. I didn't want something to feel. I wanted something more serious. Basically about realizing that they're not the same place that I was. And there's a sexual metaphor in it. She's going down, all the way down. It's actually talking about them cheating on me with other people. That happens to me a lot in my life when it comes to but when I've been in most relationships I've been in, or most of the relationships I've been in with women, I think maybe two of them didn't end in cheating. It's just kind of like, this shit ain't working out, that's the luck, see you later. And one of them I ended up remaining good friends with. Probably my best friend today. Almost there whenever I'm here. Goddamn angel, it really is. I'm lucky to have her as a friend. So, James does the guitar work on this. Originally, there wasn't guitar work on this. It was just this funky pop beat. And I was coming up with a bass line to it. And I was just kind of grooving on it. And James liked what I was doing. And he was like, all right, but what if we make what you're playing a guitar? And I'm like, okay, well, let's see what it sounds like on guitar. So we came up with this sound on the distortion pedal. Like, we created our own sound. I wanted something that had like a futuristic sound, but still distorted. So we came up with this sound, and we came up with this sound when we were covering the song Closer. We called the sound Closer, and I was like, use the Closer sound effect. So we went to that sound effect and recorded this, and so the bass line I made it into guitar rhythm, and then on the solo he just shines it back in. My only issue with this song is the vocals are not as loud as they should be. But they're definitely there. Definitely pop oriented. And the hook could have been less trebly. I could have put more like feeling behind it. I don't think I was comfortable with my voice as much as I am now. Now I'm just like, this is it, whatever. You like it, cool. If you don't, cool. I don't care. I didn't make this for you. I made this for me.
She's gotta go down, 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 on the way down. She's just a devil, baby. She's just a devil, baby.
Yeah, I hate this part of the song.
She's just a devil.
Tingling with excitement, trembling with horror.
She's just a devil, baby.
Throbbing, trembling with horror.
This song is Empty. This song's Empty. It's off this Love Songs and Razor Blades album. It was the first song that I did, and I love this song. It's perfect. Captures exactly how I feel. I love the way my vocals came out on this. I think it's spot on. Yeah. Yeah, this song is spot on. Emotionally, give the dog a vote. For once in my life, I would like to feel I'm home again, I'm whole again. Every little piece of me I give out for free with no empathy. So this is it. I'm done with this shit. I'm tired of giving, and I'm tired of giving, and I get not a fucking thing in return. Give a dog a bone and leave the dog alone. I'm empty inside. It basically means, you can figure out what it means, Jesus, it's so literal. I'm tired of giving every single part of me to people who are unworthy, to people who don't deserve my attention, my emotions, my thoughts, and I keep giving and giving, and I think everybody gets to a point in their life where you start to feel empty. You just keep giving, man, and you can only give so much before you're actually empty, and you're running on like nothing, you know. And you just say, dude, I can't do this anymore. And I think I know at the point of me writing this, recording this, I was just kind of spent. And it's so weird because at that point in my life, I thought that's as bad as it gets. Now I'm here, and I'm like, oh, it gets worse. Okay. So, and now I'm back at that point, but it's way worse with the emotion. It's so much more intensified. And I'm like, dude, come on, man. Are you serious? And I want to go into more detail, but again, I'm not going into detail till April. But yeah, the shit show got real. It got really real. You'll find out in April.
And throbbing with emotion.
Alright, so the next song is Everybody Be a Star. I think this already played. Why is it playing songs that already played? It's not on shuffle. I don't think this played. If it did, I'll just reiterate what it's about. There's two versions of this song. One with horns, one without horns. It's about how everybody wants to be a star, but not. It's about how everybody. The song's called Everybody Be a Star. It's about what you got to sacrifice to be a star. Everybody wants to be a star, but everybody doesn't want to sacrifice the things that need to be sacrificed to be a star. And the things you have to sacrifice are some things that probably more than likely hold dear and close to your heart. You have to give up, your privacy. You have to give up sometimes your own morals. you have to stop giving a crap what other people think about you. A lot of people give a crap what other people think about you. And you kind of have to give up your life, essentially. You don't exist anymore. You're now an image. You're something, you know, for the media or your record label or your you know, PR, public relations person, you know, to market. You're now a product. You're not a person, you're a product. And everybody wants to be a star, but nobody wants to be the product. And I think we idolize a lot of these stars out here. We don't realize that there are people behind what we know. You know, Scarlett Johansson is not a person. She's just a star. You know, she's a sexy little thing. And I'm guilty of it. I'm totally guilty of it. I love Scarlett Johansson. I think she's so goddamn beautiful. And I've seen her in interviews. She's so smart. And I'm just like, wow, oh my god, I wouldn't stand snowballs a chance in hell. I wouldn't know what to do if you gave me a chance. But I think nobody wants to sacrifice certain things. People think when you become a star. I don't know what it's like to be a star because I've never made it. And it's funny because I know you lose so much when you make it. Just from growing up watching stars like Michael Jackson and growing up in that limelight, spotlight, whatever you call it, and just watching it lose from being a star. And I look at that and I'm like, well, I think I'd be alright. Yeah. And then I sit back and I realize that I'm a very private person. I might get into it, tell you guys what's going on. For the most part, I'm pretty freaking quiet, very much private. They don't get a moment to just kind of be with their own thoughts. There's always paparazzi watching. There's always paparazzi watching. There's always taking a little piece of what you say and chopping it up and turning it around. You just don't get a break. Everybody wants to be a star. Even the people who really try to be a star, they end up finding out that they don't have what it takes and they're just another one of them. I had to turn that down a bit. I don't know how much you guys were able to hear me, but that was apparently a little too loud.
There's a bright flash, brighter than
I don't know what version this played. I don't know if it was the one with the horns in it as well.
The bomb might explode
What song's next?
without any warning.
Okay, so this is Flatline. Alright, so it sounds like we went through the whole playlist. So that's the story behind damn near every song. I might have missed a few. I don't know. I don't think I did. But that's the story behind every single song that was on the playlist. Hopefully it gave you an insight of me and just the crap that I've gone through in my life. And hopefully you guys like the new songs. You dig them. If not, cool. It's not going to be for everybody. Hopefully it's relatable. And to everybody that swung in, I'm going to wrap the stream up now. To everybody that swung in and actually hung out and chatted for a bit, I love you. Thank you so much. It's just music and chilling. Like I said, the title said music and chilling, I think. If I'm not mistaken, that was the title. Yep, chilling with music. So, I really appreciate it, and it was a lot of fun. And it was nice to sit here and go down memory lane and think about all this stuff. When it comes to writing a new album or writing new tracks or coming up with a new album, I don't like to revisit sounds I've already done. So, I tend to go back to my older albums and let me change that a little. When it comes to coming up with a new album, I don't like to redo a sound. I like to be comfortable with my sound when it comes to like genre or quality of it or just the flow of it. There is a rhythm or a basic idea to how I want it to sound. I don't like to repeat something. I don't want to be stuck in one particular genre. I've always tried to combine multiple things that I like. So I'm going to try to have some glitch music in there as well, like, you know, glitch hop or glitch pop, and try to infuse that, because I do like some aspects of glitch music. Something I've been very interested in for a few years. So before I start working on a new album, I tend to listen to all my old albums from 20 years ago all the way up to now, and listen to how I've progressed musically as well as lyrically, and I have to go there, and I do that, so I guess in a way to make sure that I don't redo something I've done. But looking forward to giving you guys more stuff, and there are more YouTube videos coming. I don't know when, but they're coming. And I haven't forgotten about April. I keep telling you guys, I'll tell you everything in April. Trust me on that. I will tell you everything in April, because I won't be shy. I've never been one to be shy, but I will let everybody know what's going on and what's been happening in April. Thank you guys for swinging by, hanging out, and just chilling with me and listening to music and chatting for a bit. And I'll see you in the next video. So